what's up, Susan? You guys excited to not have to deal with 5 boss fights in a row today? I am. I'm excited with the idea of possibly getting to finish playing before frickin', what is it, 2 o'clock in the morning? Don't get me wrong. Yesterday was fun, but also that AP requirement was not exciting. Oh, Galley. 2:15 was when we finished the final boss fight. And I don't mean final boss. I mean, we finished the last boss fight out of a 5-boss gauntlet. But then we had to sit through another half hour of cutscenes before we could call it a night. But at least we can maybe start Act 2 on Tuesday? Maybe? I'm not sure. Because at this point, I'm convinced there's going to be a prologue epilogue. I'm calling it now. Would not be surprised. Hold on. I'm going to plug in my battery pack so it charges during the stream. I was done by 3 a.m. But as fun as it was, like, I don't think any of us were paying attention to the actual battle mechanics against Osborne. Last night's stream was probably the strongest evidence for why chat voting for me to do hard mode versus Nightmare was a good idea. If I had been doing that on Nightmare for my first playthrough and trying to get the AP requirements, I don't think we'd be streaming ReZero today. I don't think that'd be a thing we were doing. Oh shit, I didn't realize that Dragalia wasn't giving us a free tenfold for every day of the second banner. Let's go, baby. I got Anna at the perfect time. Anyway, tonight's not about Cold Steel. Tonight is about ReZero. So we're gonna just make some nice, comfortable 4 to 5 hours of progress. We're gonna find a good cutoff point. We're gonna get an early evening. Y'all are gonna get to actually rest, relax. And at least early on, I'm going to be a little bit distracted because I forgot to take care of my Dragalia dailies. But with that being said, as always... Oh, that's right! That's right. That's right. Okay. Everyone who is in chat, if this is your advance warning. You get the bonus notification because you tuned in right at the beginning of stream. If you have a Nintendo Switch or a PS4 and you do not already own this game, I would make sure that you have it available because I have 2 codes available to give out today in the middle of the stream, one for each console, that will give you a full download of the game for free. For free. Now we could do it one of 2 ways. I'll probably at the time I'll put it to a vote on whether you guys want me to just post the code in the chat or if you want me to draw a random winner. The problem being if, for example, you know, if I give away the PS4 one first, I can just dump it in the chat and whoever has PS4 can try and claim it. But if I say, oh, you know, I'm going to pull a random winner from chat, there's a chance that the winner of the PS4 version doesn't own a PS4, but then they don't get picked for the Nintendo Switch. So, maybe, who knows? Who knows? I guess maybe we'll just, we'll probably just pick 2 winners and see I don't know. There's no easy way of doing it. Is there a way you can separate the raffles? I'm trying to think. Is there a fair way? I don't know. I don't know if there's a fair way that I can separate the raffle to where, like, the first winner... Because the ideal is the first winner has a Switch or a PS4, and the second winner has the console that the other person doesn't. But if we pull 2 winners that both have a PS4, then what happens at that point? Is the second winner just shit out of luck? What's up, Jimmy? I'm... Yeah, but I'm trying to see if there's a fair way to do it. You guys understand where I'm coming from, though, right? Like, I don't want to risk a situation where somebody who won didn't actually win because the person who won before them already took it for the console that they own. There's a chance it wouldn't happen. There's a chance we divide it just fine. But there's still that risk. What up, Crane? I don't have neither Switch nor PS4. Is there a site you can use? I honestly wish there was... I'm trying to think of, like... Alternatively, I could, like, open up a... Here's a PS4 React. Here's a Switch React. Okay. I have an idea. Are any of my mods in chat right now? Anybody? Oh, what's up, Cookie? Code dumps are indeed the fairest. Ooh, this could be fun. How about, since I swear to God this isn't mean, but I know we've seen a couple. How about we will give the codes out at the end of stream unless we come across a typo. If we come across a typo, then I will dump one of the 2 codes. We'll do Switch first because that's what I'm playing on, and PS4 second. Yes. They're not often. But we have encountered 1 or 2. So there is a chance that nothing will happen. And then I'll notify when we're at the end of the stream. Or we're gonna be in the middle of the stream and catch a typo and post a code. There you go. Alright, so the first one will be Nintendo Switch. If you own a Nintendo Switch, I would keep it logged into the eShop because that code is going in chat as soon as it appears. So I will keep that in mind in the meantime. All right. I'm gonna actually change. I don't want bots to immediately steal it, so I'm gonna change 1 or 2 of the letters. Wow, there's like no repeating letters anywhere in this code. What the fuck? Okay. All right, here we go. let's get started on this game.
All right, let's go back.
So where we left off, I believe we were in Loop 2, and we're about to go back and see our Appa salesman again. I'm just making this screen bigger. All right, cool.
Security is tight because of the important personnel staying in the royal capital. Looks like I won't get to take a break for a while. I'm busy enough as it is. Don't cause any trouble, all right?
Sir Wilhelm should be doing his morning training at the Karsten Mansion right about now. Training at the crack of dawn, always striving to improve. He's a true swordsman in every sense. If you're curious about his training regimen, why don't you go to the Karsten Mansion and take a look?
I don't know if it counts as a typo if they said mansion and the text says manor. I think I was going for text typos. Yep, we don't have much time till they come pick us up for the meeting. I should hurry and talk to the shopkeeper at the Appa stall. I see what you're doing, Gally. You're trying to create a typo. I helped improve our relations with Cruchet's camp yesterday. That might be why I found myself going out now and heading toward the Appa stall in the shopping district. But out of the corner of my eye, I spot Wilhelm. I haven't been able to properly greet him this time around. I can just visit the stall after saying hello to him. We could probably do Night in the Woods after Ace Attorney. I think what ended up happening was, because of, the timing between now and April, and because we're trying to work through this game and Cold Steel 4 at the same time, I think we're gonna, next Saturday, or this upcoming Saturday, we're gonna do either the KFC dating game or, Hot Tofu Boyfriend. And then we're going to use those Saturdays to try and work through Cold Steel 4 until April. And then on April 3rd, to celebrate 1 year of streaming since I started, we're going to start Ace Attorney 2 live dub. And then after that, we can probably work on to Night in the Woods. I know that you guys have waited a long, long time to do another live dub, and I apologize. It's just, between work and everything else, it just didn't end up being a high priority, and time slipped away from me. So.
Ha! Ha! Humph!
He swings his sword with precise, deliberate movements. He also commands a powerful presence. His incredible skill is obvious to even me, someone who's only practiced with the sword a little bit. I find myself staring at Wilhelm's practice swings.
Ah. My apologies. Did your appointment with Ferris change to an earlier time?
Oh, no. I just happened to be passing by. I may postpone it to prioritize meeting with Cruchet, but I would never schedule it earlier. Besides, today...
Audio good, by the way?
The royal selection candidates are gathering at the royal castle, I presume?
Yeah. Oh, Cruchet must have gotten summoned too, huh?
Yes. A messenger arrived last night. I heard their meeting is to explain why the royal selection has been postponed.
That's right. They'll all find out about the 6th candidate there. But only a select few higher-ups and the imposter would know about that. So I can't let anything slip here.
My apologies. I have yet to introduce myself.
Oh, that's right.
I am Wilhelm Trias. I serve Duchess Cruchet Karsten.
I'm Subaru Natsuki. I'm a servant who works for that shady Roswell. Though Roswell's just a bonus. I mainly serve melee.
Margrave Mathers is a bonus? That's quite the comment.
I love Wilhelm's eyes. Like, look at those eyes. They're so caring, they're so warm, they're so wrinkly.
Roswell isn't really all that important. If it weren't for melee, I wouldn't give him the time of... No, that's a bit much. Please just keep that between us. I do work for him after all.
Very well. I shall not speak of this to anyone.
Oh, and sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to interrupt your training.
Pay it no mind. I was just about finished.
Then, if it isn't too much trouble, could I have a minute of your time?
Of course. But I do question whether what I have to say is of any interest to you.
Wilhelm is so skilled with the sword that even Rem respects his abilities. I want to make sure we're on good terms so we're prepared when the enemy strikes again.
I'm sure that at your skill level, you can take on any number of opponents with ease.
I would not say so. I try my best to battle one-on-one whenever possible. If I could, I'd like to have 1 or 2 allies at my side when dealing with an opponent. In fact, a 4 or 5 against 1 in which the opponent yields before we battle would be the most ideal. Though I am certain there will be times when I am outnumbered with no choice but to fight. However, such situations will only arise due to a failure in strategizing properly on my part. To keep the loss of life at a minimum and guarantee victory, I strive to use numbers to my advantage at all times.
Huh, I didn't expect that. I just pictured you cutting down enemies left and right all by yourself.
Perhaps I've grown old.
Oh, but thanks. You just confirmed what I was thinking is right.
Oh?
I want to ask you something. If our alliance with Cruce goes through, you'd help us out, wouldn't you? Am I correct in assuming you'd lend us a hand, should anything ever happen to us?
I could see Wilhelm as a Fire Emblem crossover character.
I did indeed hear from my master that our camps are considering an alliance. I will, of course, give my utmost effort to provide what little assistance I can, should our alliance ever become established.
Thank you for the follow.
Little? You're way too humble. I'm counting on you, Wilhelm. You're like
Hey,
a whole
what's
army
up,
on your own.
Emmy? Wait a minute, Emmy? Emmy? You only started streaming like 45 minutes ago. You're done already? You just take an early day or what?
I guess we'll have to make sure our alliance comes to fruition.
Also, just so you know, Emmy, what we're doing is I have a Switch and a PS4 code for this game to give out. We're either going to give them out at the end of stream, or if we spot a text typo in the box, not like, oh, the text doesn't match what they said. If there's a text typo in the box, I will drop the Switch code first and the PS4 code second, if there's a second one. So, place your bets on whether you think something will... Oh, Let's make a prediction out of it, too. Okay, I don't want to make it too easy. Your prediction is, will there be 2 before the end of stream? This is not a, if you get 1, it counts. It's either 2+ or nothing. And I say this lovingly. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea and think that I'm crapping on this company. I QA'd games for a full year before I went full-time in voiceover, and I'm telling you, when it comes to a visual novel story like this, it doesn't matter how damn thorough you are, you will miss something. If you didn't miss a single piece of text, it's an exception, not the norm. I remember QA testing for Demon Gaze, and I loved that game to death. To death. I probably put more focus into that game than anyone else that was on the QA team, and I'd fight to prove that. And the day it came out, and I played it, I found a typo I missed within the first 3 minutes. I was pissed. I was so upset. It was like one of the first major cutscenes, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I want to see what people bet. Ooh, okay. All right. Wilhelm's busy with his training. I shouldn't bug him anymore. I'll hurry to the apostol.
I have a baby face. Baby face. I go and get my cheeks
sandpapered once a month to keep them nice and smooth. I am also a baby face. Why is Wilhelm's face so dark? Where's the light? Wilhelm, where's the shading on your face? I don't think it broke. I think he's just that serious. I need to wait for the escort before going to the castle. More importantly, I should hurry and visit the shopkeeper.
Did I get here too early? Not many shops are open yet. Oh well, I suppose I'll shop somewhere that is open.
Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever gone out and like there's a specific place you want to shop and it's not open yet, so you just decide I'm gonna go shopping at these other stores that I otherwise had no intentions to go visit? That's actually a thing that people do? Like, there were a couple times where, like, AJ and I would go to get macarons, and if the macaron place opened at 11 and we got there at, like, 10:30, you know, there's been times where I would, like, go grab food somewhere at, like, an outpost or a restaurant or a food stall, but I can't think of any occasion where I was like, oh, the macaron place isn't open, I guess I'll just go walk around the Gap for 20 minutes. I'm not judging anyone that does it, I just don't understand it. I wait until it's open. Hold on. Dragalia is saying I'm missing something somehow.
Sorry, bud. I'm still setting up.
What am I missing? What? Oh, that one's done. That's why. And B7 Games, thank you much for the subscription, dude. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. I can totally see it with Barnes & Noble. I have absolutely done the Barnes & Noble window shopping. So that much I understand.
Sorry, I'm still set.
No problem, X-Star. It's a tavern. It may open later for lunch, but it's still too early. It's the back alley. Rem isn't with me, and I have no reason to wander around sketchy areas alone.
Hey, it's been a while. How have you been?
Welcome! Wait, who the heck are you?
Well, I guess you did forget before, too. Still doesn't make it any less sad.
Look, kid, I don't know what you're so down about, but is there something you need from me? If not, then I need to get back to work.
Now, hang on. There is something I need. I'm here to fulfill the promise we made and apologize for not coming here yesterday.
And so, I reunite with the person I'd been putting off seeing. Even though he doesn't remember anything that happened, I'm happy to see him and finish shopping. I buy a bag full of apples as I promised, and the shopkeeper is all smiles as he hands me the goods. One of my tasks in the royal capital is now complete. But the reason for my visit isn't just to shop.
Thanks for your business. You're officially a regular of mine, having bought so much. I appreciate it.
No. A promise is a promise. By the way, would you mind doing a favor for me?
You want to try that again? All right, hold on. My wife wants to say something, but she fucked up, so she's leaving and restarting. Oh, why? Oh.
Huh? A favor?
Okay.
I want you to relay a message. Tell Old Man Rum.
Start again. No.
Huh.
Okay. Every time she messes up, she goes back into the room where she started from and then comes back out and starts over. She returns by text. Okay. You said you were gonna just be there for an hour. Then you should have told me earlier. I know. I'm just saying you changed the plan. Whatever. I don't care. Just don't be out super late. I'm gonna actually be done with stream 411. He hopes. And I have an 8 a.m. dental appointment. Yeah. Yeah. You're not fair. I don't like you. Love you too. Ow! Well, you can say it now. I don't know if I can trust that. I love you. The shopkeeper's expression changes as I tell him my message. His new look actually fits his scarred face. It's honestly so intense, it's kind of freaking me out.
Jeez, don't scare me so much. I just want you to tell old man Rom what he wants to know. Tell him that Reinhardt has what he's looking for.
Reinhardt? You mean the Sword Saint?
Yep, that's the one. Old man Rom should know what I mean by that.
I hear you, I guess. You are a regular after all. A merchant's gotta take care of his customers.
Thanks. I'll be back again soon. Whew, finally passed my message along.
It's a day late, but I'm able to pass along the message I wanted to yesterday. So long as Old Man Rom gets it, things should move along exactly like last time.
I just don't know if this delay will affect anything. I'd like to control the situation as much as possible, so everything ends up the same.
Subaru, did you do what you needed without issue?
Yeah, everything's fine. Here, I got you a little souvenir.
There are so many appas. Very well. Please allow Rem to handle them.
Make sure the doctor doesn't come anywhere fucking near this mansion.
Sounds good. Make them nice and tasty, alright?
Yes. And afterward...
Yeah, I know. The meeting about the Royal Selection's delay, right?
You already know about that?
Don't underestimate my ears. They hear everything. I'll be tagging along, just so you know.
I expected you to say that.
No matter what you say, Mealy.
All right. Let's go together then.
I'm definitely going to... Wait, what? You weren't gonna stop me?
Why are you so surprised, silly? You remember what happened yesterday? You helped us improve our relations with Crochet. I know now that you're taking the Royal Selection seriously. So I'd like you to come with us, I think.
My feelings have finally reached Mealy. Pinch my cheek, Rem.
As you wish.
Oh, but don't do it too... Wait! Ow, ow, ow!
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, but it felt like you were gonna tear my cheek off. But that means I'm not dreaming. This is great! Royal Castle, here we come! Let's go!
Subaru, don't get so worked up.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
Take care of him for me, okay?
Why did I have to pick two games that are basically just push A to proceed through the story? At least fucking Cold Steel 4 usually has some battles.
Yes, he will be in good hands. I will take care of Subaru with everything I have.
You said that like you're really planning on going all out. You're scaring me here.
And so, after we discuss our plans, we head toward the Royal Castle just like last time to attend the meeting discussing the Royal Selection's postponement. There.
Fine then. I'll join this stupid ceremony. You just want me to try to become the next ruler, right?
Felt boldly makes her claim with Old Man Rom chained up behind her.
Things are going as planned for now.
I was a bit nervous for a second there, but I sigh in relief seeing Felt so determined to participate in the Royal Selection. The purpose of my delayed message to Old Man Rom was to get Felt to make that decision. In reality, however, she wasn't interested in doing in the first place. Typo! Here we go, boys! Nintendo Switch, there's your code! Replace it! We've got two things that have been replaced. The question mark is a W. The dollar sign is a 5. First person put it in the switch. Who wins? Please let me know when you have claimed it. Don't lie. Don't lie and say you already claimed it. Keep trying. I'm gonna believe more people when they say it doesn't work anymore. Go, 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 go! And I will prep the PS4 code in the meantime. Did you seriously get it, Vim? Damn. Damn. All right. I'm gonna make the next one a little bit more difficult, but keep your eyes out. If we get another typo, the PS4 code is going live. PS4 members, this is your heads up. This is your one and only warning. In reality, however, she wasn't interested in doing it in the first place. She would have pulled out of the race if no one intervened. Oh, it was probably in going. I couldn't let that happen. The royal selection is only delayed because 6 candidates vie for the throne. If Felt dropped out, then the royal selection would commence as usual. Its starting isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm not quite mentally prepared for it myself. That's not the most pressing issue. There's an imposter among the 6 candidates. I don't want the process to start up again before I find out who that is. We still don't know who the fake candidate is, but one thing's for sure. They're up to no good. They're trying to usurp the throne after all. There's still so much I need to do. The most important thing right now is to take down the people who are after Amelia. On top of that, I need to figure out who's trying to take over the kingdom. I was just recently running around trying to save Arlem Village and the manor, but the difficulty just spiked like crazy now. Despite the conflict that lies before me, the meeting proceeds like last time. Everything that follows is also the same too. But there's one thing that's different. When everyone stares down Amelia, someone else chimes in to defend her. Last time it was Melty and Tiga, but now...
The idea of having a half-devil on the throne is asinine.
No wonder! He's got Rivali's eyebrows! Oh my god! The crossover universe!
And the one who sponsors you isn't even present. With such a critical matter affecting the kingdom, I question if he truly takes this seriously.
For some reason, Shikoro, I read that as, I didn't know that was dialogue! Real dialogue! Ah! Like real lightning from Power Thirst. This man's voice was performed by 400 babies!
Oh, well.
You go too far, Lord Zelgef. How can Amelia refute her appearance and background?
Zelgef? Or Zelda?
Duchess Karsten, you would defend your own political opponent?
We may be competing against each other, but that is no reason to despise one another. I will never hesitate in speaking my mind to rebuff such irrational criticism.
She is ready to backhand absolutely anybody.
At the very least, I rebuke your concern of Amelia's outward appearance without understanding the person she is at her core. Would you not agree, Lord Zelgef?
It would appear Lord Bordeaux has crossed a line.
Have you ever considered that a human body is an outer crust that surrounds a bunch of squishy innards, usually kept at room temperature? Would it be irrational, then, To say that the human body is a living toaster strudel?
Your opinion is valid and well noted, Miss Cruchet. Miss Amelia, I offer you my apologies.
No, it's quite alright. The whole reason I want to become the next ruler is to do away with such a mindset.
Very good.
And so, the meeting ends. But the events play out just like last time as Melty chimes in saying that it'd be a shame to end it on such a note, then proposes her get-together.
And that's that. Looks like the same people have gathered here too.
It's a nice get-together. No, it's not. But the contrast between everyone present is stark. Who stands like this?
Yes. Who's ready for the royal selection to begin? I'm a man. You see, average people buy Uncrustables. I'm the person who goes out and buys the bags of just crust. I hate the center of PB and jam. I just eat crust. Only crust. I buy a pizza, cut out the crust, eat the crust, and throw the rest of the pizza away. That's called efficiency.
So many people are surrounding Melty, like before. Priscilla and Anastasia have already left. And then there's Amelia, a flower left in the corner.
But things are a bit different from last time. The discussion they had yesterday must have gone really well, seeing as Cruchet is hanging out with Amelia this time around. Things look pretty good for the time being.
I was glad to see Cruchet defend Amelia like that in the meeting. It seems she's taking her relations with Amelia more seriously than I thought.
Now, where's...
I look around for Reinhardt.
I'd like to talk to him too, if possible. Whenever the bad guys make their move, I want to have as many reliable allies on our side as I can get.
Okay, but Vim, I want you to imagine something. Someone who heats up their toaster strudel, takes it fresh out of the toaster, cuts it in half with a knife so that they can peel it apart like an Oreo, and then goes...
And you can't get any more reliable than Reinhardt. I need to talk to him at all costs.
Okay. Another thing. Take a toaster strudel. Hold on. I've just come up with the best thing ever. I want this. This is the anniversary meal. Guys, remind me when we get to April and I will try this. A toaster strudel. Heat it up in the toaster, okay? You cut it in half. Set the halves jam side up. Decrust a Pop-Tart. Take the decrusted Pop-Tart. I mean the outer crust, not like all the frosting is good. Take a decrusted Pop-Tart. Set it in the center of one half of the toaster strudel. Put the other half back on. The forbidden sandwich! The forbidden sandwich!
Also, I know what anniversary thing should be.
What?
Hey guys, don't forget about that hot seat thing that you guys wanted to introduce.
I hope the hot sauce is still usable at this point. Remember when we were gonna do the hot sauce thing because I thought I wasn't gonna have any work and I didn't want it, and there was no risk of destroying my throat? I love you too. I almost went, I love you too. I love you. I love you, bitch. Never gonna stop loving you, oh, bitch. Chombie here? Double visit? We're not gonna make any progress through this game tonight, are we?
It is the land. It is the land. Hello.
he does purr, but when he purrs while laying down, he sounds like a pig with asthma. It's kind of funny, to be honest. What was that? What was Horf. I love you, buddy. He hungry? No, he already got fed. He already got fed about an hour ago, so he's not due for the other half of his meal unless he comes back at like 9-10 p.m. If you're gonna head back out, head back out. Anyway.
Hey, are you looking for someone?
That voice. Tiga?
Hmm? Yes, that's my name, but did I already introduce myself? We were in such a rush. I don't recall telling you my name when we met last.
Oh, that's right. I know it because, well, you know.
What?
Call it a hunch.
You figured out my name on a hunch? Isn't that kind of amazing? Though, now that I think about it, Mel did mention that Miss Amelia's attendant can guess people's names on intuition alone.
How does Subaru get away with this shit?
Oh, it's not all that impressive. Anyone can do it.
There's no way that's true! This is the first time I've ever heard of such a thing!
I mean, you just have a face that screams Tiga, you know?
Do I really? What sort of face do I have?
Just look in a mirror. I need to take care of something while you do that.
What are you two yapping on about? It sounds fun. I hope you don't mind me joining in.
Oh, good timing. Subaru was just telling me about this amazing skill of his. Why don't you give it a try on her?
Well, like I said, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Come on, don't be like that. What about my friend here? Can you figure out her name too?
Oh, this sounds like an exciting game.
Sorry to ruin the fun, but your name is Sakura, right?
Wow.
Wow. That's me when I tell my wife, hey honey, I beat a boss in Trails and it only took me 2 tries. Wow. I'm so proud of you. Did you do the dishes yet? Did you take out the trash? Did you put your clean clothes away? No, I didn't think so.
Amazing. You're spot on. Did you overhear us talking somewhere, or...?
Talking about what? Your conversations are highly secretive, involving private affairs of the kingdom, right? There's no way I'd know about... Oh...
That's me! Yeah, I didn't do any of those things because I had to spend an extra 3 hours on street.
Oh...
Exactly. You shouldn't know about any of that. Yet somehow you do. We can't just let that go. I am Mel's knight, after all.
Oh, you done. You screwed.
Well, for now anyway.
Hmm?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, care to explain? Depending on what you say, I will respond accordingly.
I see the serious look in Tiga's eyes and gulp hard. Sakura's right next to him, a calm smile on her face. Her nonchalant demeanor is actually pretty terrifying. This is supposed to be a friendly get-together, but a cold sweat pours out of me. I take a deep breath.
All right, you got me. I'll be honest. I've been looking into you guys.
Hey, what's up, Sonic One Up? What you been playing? Until Dawn. We were technically playing Until Dawn last night. The game wasn't called Until Dawn, but we were playing Until Dawn.
Huh, coming clean, are we?
So, you've been investigating us. Why is that?
Tiga and Sakura latch onto my statement. Of course, this is all a bluff. I haven't been looking into them at all. I just slipped up revealing that I already know their names. But now that I'm in this situation, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. I can trust them and Melty. There's no point in us butting heads. We need to work together.
Keep this between us, okay? But this is about Amelia's background. It came up during the discussion earlier, so I know you're aware that she's a half-elf.
Of course. Though, her being a half-elf isn't the only issue. What with her silver hair and purple eyes.
We're doing pretty good, Sonic. We're just making more progress in the ReZero game tonight. And if you own a PS4, anyone who's rating in, if you own a PS4 and do not own a copy of this game, either at the end of stream or the next time we see a text typo, whichever happens first, I will be posting a PS4 code for this game in the chat. So get your shops open and get ready.
I know. You're talking about the Witch of Envy, right?
Oh, thank you, Sonic.
Subaru, you shouldn't say that name out loud so carelessly. No one will react well to hearing it. Not to mention, we're in the royal capital. Neither of us want such big wigs to send any threatening glares our way, do we?
Right, sorry. Anyway, Amelia can't avoid the suspicion placed on her once everyone knows she's involved in the royal selection. She'll be known throughout the kingdom, so there are sure to be people who will react to her candidacy.
Meaning?
Oh, I see. I think I'm starting to understand what's on your mind, Subaru. You care deeply for Miss Amelia, so you want to protect her. Is that it?
Sakura speaks in a relaxed and carefree tone, but she's dead on with my intentions. But that's exactly what I want her to think.
Yeah. I don't want to say it's a good thing, but with the royal selection having been delayed, it'll buy me some time. Or at least it should have. We still ended up defeating those bandits. They're such an infamous group. If I'm being honest, that put a wrench in my plans.
I heard about that. The Dusk Bandits, right? Their treachery is pretty well known around here. She won't be able to avoid public scrutiny after that. That may just end up ruining her in the end.
The witch cult.
That's right. It's only a matter of time before Amelia runs into them. So, before that happens, I've been looking for some allies I can rely on, and the other royal candidates have caught my attention.
And that's why you've been looking into Sakura and me. No, I suppose Mel is the one you're after. My, that's awfully sly of you.
Why'd you make it sound so underhanded?
So, how do we seem according to your awful, yet clever sensibilities?
I wish... What do you guys want to be able to spend your points on? Like, what is a fair, reasonable, non-exploitative thing? I don't want to just resort to increasing the price of everything, because that'll lock new people out.
I'd say you guys pass with flying colors. Melty's a nice girl, Tika's a good friend, and your chest is rather big.
Nani the fuck, Subaru?
My, you're a forward one.
Since when did we become such good friends? Did I not realize we fought back-to-back on a battlefield or something?
It happened in a different world line. Well, I'm only joking, but...
With that, I face the two of them and bow my head. Okay, what if I did this? 100k points is a free gift sub for a month, if you don't already have one. 1,000,000 points is you pick a game that I add to my schedule. Is that too much? We can suss it out. I don't know how long it took people to accrue. I could do 500,000 or 750,000. Okay.
I know it's brazen of me to ask, but like I said, Amelia's in a bit of a pickle. So if something ever happens...
I mean, you can always get there faster. So how does the prediction system work? Do you choose the number of points you want to put in and which prediction, or is it just a set number of points? Oh. So, oh, this could be like salty bet. We could have people gunning for 1 million that set like 200,000 points and fuck up royally. I do like that idea. I do like that idea. Though 100,000 is a tier 1, 200,000 is tier 2, 300,000 is tier 3.
You want us to help you?
Yeah. And I'm sorry for snooping on you guys. If you want me to apologize by licking or eating your shoes or something, I'll do whatever.
I don't remember having to say that. I do not remember having to say that. What the fuck? Hold on, I'm gonna put in these the new custom rewards now. That one's active. Wait, why are there 2? Add a new custom reward. Okay. Create. Okay, add a new custom reward. All right, so the subs are in there, and then
Great.
there we go. All right, all 4 of those prizes are now live. $2 million to make me say. I'm not gonna say it unless you spend 2 million.
Can't say I'd like that. What do you think, Sakura?
I think we can lend him a hand. I can tell how determined he is based on our conversation just now.
Any option for redeeming for a free game of our choice, physical or digital, within a reasonable price range proportionate to how much we redeem. Ooh. How would you guys feel about that? How would you guys feel about that? What if I set another reward for 500,000 points, where you can choose any game that's around up to $50 in value, and I'll purchase it and ship it to you. Like, I may make an exception, like if the game is like $59.99 or something like that. Oh, dude, I'll sign shit for free. I'll sign shit for free. Okay, I'm gonna have you guys vote real quick. So, sorry that we're not making much progress on the game, but I appreciate you helping me come up with stuff for the channel. Manage poll. Okay. So, what someone brought up is, would the 500,000 be, hey, if I'm streaming a game that you want a copy of, that you can spend the points and say, I want what you're streaming right now? Or is it just any game in general up to a certain value? There we go. All right. That prize is now live. So, 10 million points and I'll put on a Catgirl maid costume for a stream. $20 million points and I'll put on a Catgirl maid costume for a stream and nothing else.
Besides, what do you think Melty would say if we told her?
Knowing her, she wouldn't hesitate to help out. Our princess is just that sympathetic, after all.
Then...
Giga. Based on what chat voted, it's just whatever the game is currently being streamed. So, that's what we're gonna go with. If you want to use your 500k points on a $15 game, that's up to you. That's your choice.
I can't say anything definitive right now, but I'll relay your request to Mel.
I want to say that the best way right now to get a free game is to tune into the streams and get randomly picked. The 500k is meant to be more of a, I don't want to wait and see if I get this.
And depending on her response, well, she'll probably react just as you imagine.
Great! Thanks, buddy! I owe you one!
I think you owe more than that. You're a pretty smooth talker.
He is your good friend, you know.
What up, NSM? Tiga looks exasperated by all this, but something good did come out of it. Oh, right. I need to copy my code, just in case we get a typo. All right. I may have seemed suspicious because I returned by death, but I managed to cover it up well.
Now I just need to talk to Reinhardt. Huh? Where is he?
That's right. That's right. For 500,000 star points, you can get your comfort character. I look around, but his strikingly red hair is nowhere to be seen.
What's wrong, Subaru? Are you looking for something?
Oh, hey, Mealy. How's the get-together going for you?
It's all right. Crochet has been kind to me, and Melty is such a nice girl.
I see. So you're getting to know the other candidates, huh? That's good to hear. Now that I think about it, have you seen Reinhardt anywhere? I want to talk to him about something.
Reinhardt? I saw him leaving earlier. He was talking to the captain of the Knights of the Royal Guard, so maybe something came up?
What? Are you serious? Damn, I should have been paying more attention. Can I catch up to him? Hold on, Reinhardt!
Oh, Subaru, wait! He never listens.
Miss Amelia, I just saw Subaru run off in a hurry.
Yes, he said he needed to talk to Reinhardt, so he just took off.
Sir Reinhardt, you say? But if that's the case...
Yes, I was thinking the same.
Ionix with the Galaxy Brain play. Oh, happy birthday, that one, dude.
He won't catch up.
Oblivious to Amelia and Rem, I run around the castle as fast as my legs let me.
Reinhardt! Reinhardt!
I desperately run until a guard captures me, having thought I looked suspicious.
Reinhardt!
That's the end of that day. The next day.
That's why I think it's best for you to not go back yet, Mealy.
Hold on. Here you go, that one, dude. Happy birthday from all of us to you, and especially happy birthday from Natsuki Subaru. Hey!
You say that, but you know I must. We need to inform Roswell about the meeting as well.
Hang on. We can just send him a letter for that. We still don't really know what's going on in the royal capital, right? Besides, if you return, they'll probably start hounding you again about Roswell not being here.
That's...
If you really insist, I could return to the mansion instead of sending a letter.
Emmy, I want you to tell Beezy this. Think about the tune of Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
No, you can't. Your gate still needs to heal, right? It may not be a painless experience, but you can't just run away from it.
Right. I have that treatment for my gate. So then, I can't leave, and neither can you, in case anything comes up that needs your attention.
In fact, just take down Happy Birthday to the first note. Dun.
Plus, Rem is your attendant, so we can't have her going back by herself.
You certainly have thought this through, haven't you?
What shall we do, Miss Amelia?
I hate to say it, but Subaru's right. Let's pen a letter at once. Could you send it in my stead?
Yes, Miss Amelia. I will also be sure to mention the update from yesterday's meeting, as well as describe everything Subaru has done since we left.
You don't have to be that thorough. Rom will just scoff at the image of me fumbling around. Man, I can already feel her sneering at me from here.
Did we just have a flashback scene just for Rom to go, ha?
Subaru, do you have synesthesia with sister? How unfair!
Sorry, Ram. I didn't mean to make you feel jealous. Though I do wish I had your ability right about now.
If I did, I'd be more at ease getting a sense of what's going on at the village and manor. But Rem seems to be upset over this, puffing her cheeks and glaring at me.
I thought you'd sour your face by pouting, but you still look so cute. These other worlds sure know how to cater to the fantasies.
While trying to calm Rem down, I'm at least relieved that I'm able to stop Amelia from heading back to the mansion. I've got about a 50-50 chance of success this time around. I don't want to leave Amelia's side and have to restart from square one again. Either way, I'm glad I could convince her.
But even if we stay in the royal capital, what do we do in the meantime?
Oh, right. I guess we should look into the fake candidate?
The imposter.
Since the royal selection was postponed because of them, then it'll officially resume once we expose who they are. We can at least do that much. Not to mention...
I'm the most suspect right now?
That's... yeah.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to bring you down. I'm just saying that I'm aware of it too. I'm the most suspicious candidate by far, so I need to take this more seriously.
Whoa, you're so confident, Mealy. Such a cute, shining, radiant, beautiful woman.
Yes.
Easy there, Subes.
Now, about finding the imposter. How are we supposed to go about that? Do you have any ideas, Subaru?
Let's see. It's nothing crazy, but I think we should talk to the other candidates.
Talking to the other candidates.
Fake might slip up while talking to us. And even if they don't, we'll get some kind of info out of them. For example, gaining allies you can rely on is another way of weeding out the imposter. The more people you trust, the more we can cross off the potential list of being an imposter, right? That would mean the last one on the list is our fake candidate.
That's amazing, Subaru. Have you been hiding your genius from me?
That's a pretty low bar to be a genius, but it's an honor that I'll gladly accept.
As expected of Subaru, Rem admires his deep insights and superior knowledge from the bottom of Rem's heart.
Rem is no longer just horny on main. Rem has bought fucking billboards throughout Lagunica to portray how horny she is.
Really, I don't deserve such serious praise. In any case, so there you have it. Let's go with this plan of exposing the fake while Mealy makes new friends with the other candidates. Make some new friends, and you'll secure a good future for yourself.
All right. I'll do my best. You do your best too, Subaru.
Yeah. Wait, do my best? For what?
That should be pretty obvious, no? Rem, please take care of Subaru.
Yes, he will be in good hands. Okay, Subaru, it's time.
Wait. Time for what? I'm supposed to support Mealy with her 100 Friends project.
It's time for your appointment with Master Felix. Healing your body takes higher priority after all.
So you didn't forget! Hold on! Mealy!
Do your best with the treatment. I shall see you both later.
Ah! Wait! Don't leave me!
Okay.
I feel awful.
Stop exaggerating so much. You're being pretty rude, Mew now. Harry does all this for Mew, but Mew don't give
Yay.
me anything in return.
You say that, but isn't healing magic supposed to be more gentle and soothing? What are you doing that churns my stomach inside out?
Well, if you're referring to normal healing tactics, then sure. But it takes a lot more to heal your body as it is.
No!
In your case, I'm scrubbing away the mud around your gate, Meow. That means I have to adapt to the method of healing your condition. Anyway, we're done for today. We'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, too.
We just finished here, and I'm already getting depressed thinking about that. Anyway, your attitude sure hasn't changed, huh?
Fairy's attitude? Ah, are you referring to yesterday?
Yeah, when we talked about that fake candidate. I'm surprised that you aren't at least a little suspicious of us.
In reality, Amelia and Cruchet's alliance was solidified before our meeting, before the revelation of a sixth candidate. If news of an imposter were to spread, the candidates would naturally suspect one another. Their knights wouldn't be spared suspicion either. That's why I thought Ferris, who puts Cruchet on a pedestal high above the rest, would receive us negatively.
Miss Cruchet would get mad if I ever did something so petty, Meow. Besides, a promise is a promise, right?
So, you're saying you abide by Cruchet's strong sense of duty?
Well, there's that too. But I'm considering Miss Amelia's hand in all of this as well. I don't have any good reason to suspect her, Meow.
Okay. If this was the music that played on a loop while I was going for those winning poker hands in Cold Steel 4, I would not mind farming for 2 hours. This is chill. I like this. Not this blaring. This is music I can lose 200,000 Mira to.
Does that mean you trust her?
This is my music. If you guys ever want to see me at my absolute most relaxed at a convention, take me to a smooth jazz room that has music like this, and we just vibe. Browsing our phones, eating food, drinking alcohol, whatever. As energetic as I am, this is the music that takes me to, like, my center. I lean forward at the unexpected comment, and Ferris continues speaking in a casual tone while scratching a cheek.
Well, wouldn't it be pretty weird otherwise? Even if Miss Amelia were the imposter, what would her motives be?
Her motives? I mean, I guess she'd walk right into the royal selection
sorry,
and
Fluffy.
try to become ruler.
Exactly. But if that's the ultimate goal, then why put on such a front? Her being a half-elf puts her at a pretty big disadvantage.
Ferris says it like it's so obvious, but it's only just now hitting me. It shouldn't have taken me this long to realize something so crucial.
Am I really that blind? This is beyond stupid of me.
But now that Ferris has mentioned it, that's right. I hate to admit it, but as a half-elf, Emilia has the worst handicap in the royal selection. Why would anyone want to fake their way to the throne like that?
So you don't suspect Emilia by process of elimination, is that it?
That's not all. Miss Amelia is really bad at lying. She's not a very good actress.
I can't deny that.
I don't like hearing it from Ferris, but I'm relieved someone else noticed. Even though we support different candidates, I'm glad Ferris doesn't suspect Emilia. It's a huge weight off my shoulders, regardless of Ferris's reasons. I don't consider this a typo, because it's not technically a typo. But my understanding, based on my time in language arts in school, is that if a word ends in an S, and you are using a possessive apostrophe, you don't put another S after the apostrophe. You would say Emilia's with apostrophe S, but you would say Ferris's with a single apostrophe.
That's a relief. It's good to know we have one less enemy in the royal capital.
How rude! Miss Cruchet would never falter when making a promise like that. You had no reason to worry.
Yeah, sorry. But then, how do you take this? What are you planning on doing from here on out?
Are Mew trying to steal some intel from us? I mean, I'll tell Mew because we have nothing to hide. But we need to restart the royal selection.
I feel like knowing how often English steals from every other language in the world, I wonder how many of these, like, oh, well, both are technically correct, is really just someone going, well, I don't like it being used this way because the poors are using it. It's supposed to be said this way. Start saying it this way. And then everyone else went, why the fuck would we do that? No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the other way, the original way. And then the rich people went, well, fine. They're both correct. You can use either one. I win.
We want the royal selection to resume in earnest as well. But to do that, we need to expose the imposter. I guess you could say that we're looking into it in a variety of ways.
I suppose everyone would be doing the same. All right, got it. So we're pretty much on the same page.
Then let's keep this friendship thing going and continue our little exchanges.
Only if you're willing to spill your beans, too.
Beans!
You sounded like you were in pain at first, but I heard laughter at the end. Are you getting along well with Master Felix now?
We're not so much getting along as we are good at probing each other.
After receiving my treatment, Rem and I head into town. Our objective is to weed out the fake, as well as meet up with Emilia.
I know Puck is with her, but we can't have her wander around alone for too long.
That reminds me of when we first met.
I doubt something like that will happen again, but we should still meet up with her as soon as possible. Do you know where she was going, Rem?
As I understood it, she was to visit each of the royal candidates, but I do not know in what order.
Okay. Here's my question to you guys. Is there a specific rule for when you say the shorthand of a year and the long form? So like 2020 versus 2020 or 2020. Or would you say 2015 or 2014? That did absolutely nothing, NSM. I use a Blue Yeti for streaming. It's not high quality. 20xE6!
However, she did not visit Miss Cruchet, so she must be visiting one of the other 4 candidates.
other candidates, huh? Pick your starter Pokemon! The water type, the electric type, the fire type, and Anastasia. All of them have pretty interesting personalities. Priscilla is the most abrasive, but Felt can be pretty difficult to manage too. Then you have Anastasia, the cunning merchant. On the other hand, Melty's complacency soothes my heart. She just makes me want to coddle her.
Ugh, now's not the time to get distracted. Besides, of those four, we only know where two of them live. Priscilla's got her own estate, and we know Melty stays at her church. But where are the other two?
Miss Anastasia has a branch office in the royal capital. As for Miss Felt, I would assume she is residing in the Estrella family's house?
Ah, Reinhardt's place. I guess that's only natural. I doubt she'd rebuild that demolished loot house. In that case, should we check in with Felt first? We didn't get to talk to Reinhardt yesterday. Rem? Is something wrong? You've got a weird look on your face.
No, it's just that meeting with Miss Felt's Sir Reinhardt makes me anxious.
Anxious? Oh, because he's so famous? I never pegged you as one of his fangirls. Anxious? Oh, because he's so famous? I never pegged you.
No, that's not it. Rem belongs to Subaru, so that has nothing to do with it. I met Sir Reinhardt once before, some time ago. He made a very strong impression back then.
Huh. I didn't expect you to know him from before. What kind of vibe did he let off?
Flames.
Huh?
Flames, taking the shape of a person.
Ah, I get it.
I feel bad for Rem, but our first destination is Felt's place. If we're going to put a pin in the witch cult's plans, we'll need a pretty strong ally on our side. And I realized this while talking to Ferris, but Amelia and Felt are in similar positions. Nobody thinks either of them are capable of winning the royal selection. This means they have less of an incentive to falsely claim themselves to be royal candidates. That's what makes Felt more trustworthy than the rest.
Besides, if I hadn't interfered, she would have been killed by that assassin Elza.
It's a big risk planting an imposter into the royal selection. It's not something that has an immediate benefit, let alone after only a month or two. Since Felt was in the slums up to a month ago, the suspicion on her should be lifted.
To think her living in the slums would be a deciding factor in my deductions. Just goes to show that you never know what'll happen to you.
What are you muttering to yourself about? You're weirding me out here.
Sorry.
Either way, it's thanks to you I get to escape from that cramped room. I can't just stay cooped up in there when I've got company.
I'm glad to see you're doing well, but why are you stuck in your room?
I have to study for the royal selection. I did say I'd participate after all. It's not like I can just half-ass it. I mean, I get it, but that Reinhardt doesn't understand moderation because he's inhuman, unlike the rest of us.
I don't know if I'd put it that way. Where is he, by the way? Is he not coming?
Huh? Reinhardt's not in the royal capital right now. I think he said he had some sort of secret mission or something. Then he left just like that.
I wonder if this references something in the light novels.
What? Then when is he coming back? And what do you mean, secret mission? Who gave him those orders?
Don't get so close, I can feel you breathing on me. Look, I don't know anything. It's not like I heard it all myself, so I don't know who told him about it. Once the royal selection starts, Reinhardt will be serving me as an attendant. That's probably why they sent him away right now.
Damn it! Talk about bad timing. No, the person who gave those orders is to blame.
It's very high quality jacket. I just lost the ace up my sleeve. I wasn't prepared for or expecting anything like this in the slightest.
Guess there's no point moping around about it.
League of Legends, thank you for the
Will you
2-1
let me know
subscription,
when he
dude. Welcome
returns?
back for your 7th month.
We're staying at an inn in the royal capital.
I don't mind, but did you and that maid of yours need to discuss something urgent with him?
I apologize for not introducing myself earlier. I am Rem, a servant of Margrave Mathers's household. Rem also belongs to Subaru.
The heck's that supposed to mean?
Hang on. Don't make it sound so weird. I'm devoted to Mealy after all. You should already know how hard I've been working on that front.
Hey, whatever you do in your free time is none of my business. Just try not to get stabbed when it all blows over.
Please be at ease. If something ever happens to Subaru, I will follow after him.
Be at ease for what? That sounds so ominous coming from such a cute face and voice.
I would like to apologize again for the trouble Miss felt. But has Miss Amelia stopped by here recently?
I'm totally being ignored.
That elf girl? Nope, haven't seen her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't tell me she's walking around town all by herself. Just so you know, when I stole that dragon insignia before, she was pretty distracted and left a lot of openings for me to snatch it. Is it really a good idea to leave her alone like that?
Her insignia?
We got it. Thanks for the intel. Please continue treating Mealy well. And please help her on her path to become the next ruler.
You idiot, that's what I'm trying to do too. Jeez, you really are something else.
Yeah, but you don't care about being the leader.
Still, we have the same goal. Oh, and just so you're aware, I don't think you're the fake candidate.
Well, there's no point in faking my way to the top when I barely stand a chance, is there?
I agree, Emmy. Like, she's not just an evil thief. She's a thief who steals in order to get by. But because she knows what it's like to have to fight to survive, she's worried for Amelia because she's been there.
So you thought of that too?
Since I got dragged into this, I have to take it seriously.
I see. You're right.
Anyway, I don't really suspect you or that girl of yours either. But the others are still pretty suspicious to me.
So then, will you cooperate with us?
Ha! Don't get ahead of yourself. That doesn't change the fact that we're still enemies. Real, fake, it doesn't matter. I'll beat down anyone who stands in my way.
You sound way too excited about that. But coming from you, I assume you're not joking around. Just be careful.
Rem's over here like, did I make sure to buy every billboard in Lagunica? I'm sure I got all of them, but I can't help but feel like I might be missing one.
If Reinhardt ever comes charging at me, the best I can do is cry uncle.
I wouldn't be so underhanded. I'd never rely on that guy, so don't go thinking I can't handle things myself.
I know. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there.
After our exchange, I decide it's time to take my leave. But before I do...
Oh, and by the way, Old Man Rom wanted to say thanks.
Old Man Rom? To me?
That's right. He said he wouldn't have found what he was looking for if it weren't for you.
Ah, I see. Okay then. Tell him it's no biggie.
All right.
Felt then waves us off and returns to her manor. Seeing her leave, I felt like I wordlessly understood the true meaning of Old Man Rom's gratitude.
I didn't mention it was for me. But I guess he could tell who left him the message with that shopkeeper.
Though it was merely a means to call him to the castle and purposely get him caught, I feel kind of bad about being thanked for being so devious.
I'll bring him some booze next time we meet.
Subaru?
I think they said the game is canon. I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry. Just talking to myself. All right, let's head to the next candidate.
I believe the creator said they were interested in working Melty into the official story sometime in the future. So I think on some level it's canon?
Yes.
Felt's place was a big miss. At least I got her to tell Reinhardt to contact us when he gets back. But I still didn't learn anything new so far. Damn, I got us off to a bad start.
Not at all. You still have many good qualities about you, Subaru. Rem could watch you all day and never be bored.
Reinhardt is just Jesus, isn't he?
Is that so? Wait, I feel the conversation got a little derailed there. But thanks for the reassurance, Rem. Still though, if we could just meet up with Mealy, we might be able to get back on track. Huh? Is it just me, or did the cutest girl in the world just pass by?
Speaking of, I believe that was indeed Miss Amelia. We should follow her.
Right. Hey, Mealy! Huh? Did she not hear me? Hey! Mealy! Mealy! The heck? Why isn't she answering me? What do you think is going on, Rem?
It's possible Miss Amelia may have a twin. Otherwise, I believe she is merely ignoring you. Did you do something to upset her, Subaru?
Melee!
I haven't done anything. And besides, you and I have been together the whole time since we split up this morning.
We will be together for all time? Oh my, you're making me blush.
Rem! This isn't the time to be joking around! There's only one thing to do. I've got to cut her off. Hey there, Mealy. How'd you like to get some tea?
Miss Amelia just blew Subaru away.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I was lost in thought and... Wait. Is that you, Subaru? What happened to you?
You're so powerful, Mealy. Well, I'm fine as long as you weren't ignoring me on purpose. I guess this is just how you show physical affection.
What are you going on about now?
Master Felix finished treating Subaru, so we were trying to find you, Miss Amelia, and then...
He ran into me while I was spacing out, right? Jeez, you're such a klutz, Subaru.
You certainly don't hear words like that every day. Anyway, I followed your directions to a T. But what's got you so hung up, Mealy?
I have been doing nothing but pushing A for an hour.
Well, to tell you the truth, I was thinking about how I should go about bettering my relations with the other candidates. You mentioned something about that before.
I hope you guys are having fun.
I went to talk to them all, but...
I turned you away at the gates, huh?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Priscilla wouldn't see me, but Anastasia did. She did say it was hard to accommodate for abrupt guests, though, and that I should make arrangements with her earlier for such occasions.
Yeah, I can see that. The head of a huge business like that is probably always swamped.
I know chat's having fun because y'all are scanning every single line for a text typo. I know you're doing it.
Yes. However, she did say that she would make time for me tomorrow. I've had a little bit of free time since then.
Were you heading to the next candidate? Rem and I actually just came from Felt's place.
Oh, I see. What did she have to say?
Well, at least she doesn't think you're the fake candidate.
Really? I'm glad to hear that.
But she did mention that she wouldn't show any mercy to her opponents, whether they're the fake or not.
She did? Well, I'm glad to hear that as well.
You are? That sounds more like a declaration of war to me.
But it's proof that Felt is taking my candidacy seriously. So that makes me happy.
I do not think there are as many deaths in Season 2 as in Season 1. Season 1 was all about showing the seriousness of the world. Season 2 is about exposition!
I see. I don't like being looked down upon. That does give us a slight edge.
Like a huge part of Season 2 is Subaru saying, I'm not allowed to die anymore.
As expected from Subaru, Rem admires your deviousness.
Phrasing!
Alright, then that means I don't need to speak with Felt today. The only one left is Melty. But where could she be?
Oh, I know. She's holed up in this church past the shopping district.
A church? I think I know where you mean. Let's head out.
Oh, but Mealy, first you have to give your good graces to God before you can enter his house.
Rub-a-dub-dub, I could go for some grub. Yay, God!
Perfect as ever, Mealy.
Let's go!
Excuse me, but the church is this way.
All right, we're here. This is her home.
Her... home? I thought this was a church.
I just meant this is where she lives. Don't think about it too much.
Welcome to the Halidom, Mealy. This is where me and Yuden and everybody else fight against the fiends from Diurnell. Wait, oh, sorry, that collaboration hasn't been announced yet. It's a church!
I haven't had many opportunities to visit this place, but it appears to be kept up really well.
Rem seems to be impressed by the church's well-trimmed hedges and clean walls. Even an amateur like me can tell this place is being very well maintained. Whoever takes care of the hedges is especially thoughtful and has an attention for detail.
I wonder if Melty did all this. You can really feel the tenderness of the person who trimmed them oozing out.
It could be, but we should hurry. Huh?
There seems to be someone at the entrance. Perhaps Miss Melty had guessed before us?
Very well, then. Please take care, Miss Melty. If anything should arise, please do not hesitate to consult me.
Considering that I just left a piece of bread in your oven to bake, I would hope that it's rising and that you'd let me know. It's banana bread. This pandemic left me very bored.
As a civil official, I am indebted to assist you with any matter.
Thank you so much. That would be very helpful indeed.
We saw that guy at the meeting yesterday, right?
That is Sir Rickard Hoffman. He is a leading figure whose voice carries considerable weight in the royal castle. I believe he is a coordinator of civil affairs.
He's much more of a big shot than I gave him credit for. He sounded pretty friendly just now.
Melty really is quite amazing.
Some people just have an aura about them that draws people in like that. Of course, you're still my number one, Mealy.
What was that? Sorry, I wasn't really listening. Did you say something?
The mood's ruined now. I can't just repeat it.
Subaru, Miss Amelia, Sir Rickard is coming this way.
Ah, crap! Mealy, you hide over there.
Huh? Why should I... Okay. Don't push me.
Kaylee's so good as Amelia.
Hmm? I could have sworn someone was here.
Kitsy, thank you for the subscription. Welcome back for your 5th month. And just in case you missed it.
Oh, it's just a cat. It has been quite a while since I last stroked one's fur. Here, kitty kitty.
Maybe I am gonna be in the cat maid costume.
Oh, never mind. It's just a mutt. I couldn't care less about such filthy beasts.
Whew, that was a close one. I wish there was a way to identify cat lovers from dog lovers.
Subaru, you made for an excellent cat just now. Can you do it again for me?
Sure, if I get the chance. But more importantly, let's go in the church, Mealy.
Oh, yes. Rem, remember Subaru's agreement just now?
Yes, of course. Rem is always looking forward to Subaru's impersonation.
I never thought you'd be so into it, too.
Hello?
Yes. Subaru and Miss Amelia, welcome. Thank you for stopping by.
I'm sorry this is so sudden. Do you have a moment to spare right now?
Yes, of course. Let's not talk out here. Please, come inside.
We'll gladly take you up on that.
Please, have some tea. Though I'm unsure if it will please your rather exquisite palate.
Thank you, Tiga. And thank you for sending us notice from the royal capital before.
Oh, think nothing of it. I happily volunteered for the job. It was quite an honor to meet you beforehand, Miss Amelia. Ow, ow, ow!
Sorry, my foot slipped.
That's some slip-up for someone who's sitting! You don't have to worry. I'm not making any advances toward Miss Amelia.
Why, are you saying she isn't worthy of being hit on?
Make up your damn mind!
You're so difficult.
Oh, Subaru, stop troubling Tiga with your silly behavior. We didn't come here to play around.
Yes, she's right. So what business did you have with me today?
We want to get to know you better. What your hobbies are, likes and dislikes. Maybe play some games?
Share our F-lists?
So you did come to play! Though I admit, I'm happy about your intentions. I would also like to be on friendlier terms with Miss Amelia and Subaru.
I'm glad to hear that. We may be a bit rowdy sometimes, but I'd like for us to continue getting along.
Oh, yes, same here. I may have much to learn still, but I look forward to spending time with you.
You two sound like you're about to get married or something.
My Mel certainly has grown up. I always knew this day would eventually come. Isn't that right, Ma?
You bet, Mom. Please treat Mealy well, too.
What a complicated family relationship. Does this mean Rem is the husband?
Rem is packing. Confirmed. Rem is packing.
No more playing house. Let's be serious about why we came here. We know the royal selection was delayed because of an imposter showing up, but we fall into their trap if we all suspect each other. It wouldn't be very fun, would it? That's why we'll reverse their expectations and become allies. Wouldn't that be a satisfying way of getting back at them?
I see. You've really thought of something interesting here.
But I agree wholeheartedly. All of us really should get along.
Yes, I feel the same way. I want us to be on the best of terms.
To do that, we're gathering more allies. You've got the same goal, right? You do seem to be steadily increasing in support.
Hold on. Where did you hear about that?
You had a guest before us, right? We overheard a little bit of your conversation. We didn't want to intrude, so we held back a little ways off.
Sir Rickard Hoffman, correct? Someone as high-ranking as him would be very reliable to back your campaign.
Oh dear, you've seen right through us. Just so you know, it took a lot to get him on our side.
A lot of what?
Well, there were many tea dates, discussions, making sure Mel was as cute as possible when they met.
I see. Using cuteness as a tactical advantage. But no one can surpass Mealy in...
Subaru, what happened?
I just imagined Mealy enticing strangers with her charm and my heart nearly exploded with jealousy.
You really are something else!
Oh, you have guests? You seem to be enjoying yourselves quite a bit. My, if it isn't Miss Amelia and Subaru. Ah, and Rem as well. Are you here to scope out your competition?
You think we're so shameful as to scout out enemy movements? At least give us some credit since we're here as friends.
It's true. Though it all amounts to the same in the end.
Miss Amelia and her associates are here to form friendly relations with us. With the royal selection,
Take care, Aurora.
we're kindling the fire of motivation to keep on going.
That's right. I feel as if I could take on anyone right now.
Oh my, you've really hit it off with each other. I'm relieved Melty is making so many friends. What's this? This is no good, Tiga. Don't you have any snacks to go with the tea?
Ah, sorry about that. Please wait. I'll bring some out right away.
No, stay here, Tiga. Keep Melty and our guests company. As for the snacks, Subaru, would you be so kind as to help little old me?
Me?
That's right.
There's no need to have Subaru handle such menial tasks. I shall help you.
Rem, wait. She asked me, so I'll help.
Subaru, but...
That's what Rem wants. Subaru butt.
You stay here with Mealy. It's fine. I'll be back before you know it.
I understand.
All right then. The snacks are right over here. Please follow me, Subaru.
Well, you went out of your way to get me to help you, so what'd you want to tell me?
You, Subaru, you are the snack. And I'm hungry.
My, aren't you hasty? I may have really just wanted your help preparing these snacks.
In that case, I'll help you out since you're so pretty.
Oh, you flatter me. Won't Miss Amelia get jealous if you say things like that?
I'll gladly set myself on fire for the chance to see her jealous over something like that.
I want to know what that is behind her. It's clearly attached to her. Is it like a quiver? That little, that dark thing with like the white feather stuff poking out of it. Like what is that? Seems I overshot my bold approach. What's it gonna take for Mealy and me to have a bright future together?
Oh dear, so complicated. But I suppose it's all right. I'm rooting for you, Subaru.
It looks like a quill. I don't think it's a knife. Because I don't recognize a handle like that.
Whoa, you're a really good person, Sakura.
No, it definitely moves. It's definitely moving.
You and Miss Amelia are just so easy to impress. Very well. let's get to the main topic.
Do tell. Let me guess. Are you and Tiga the masterminds behind Melty's whole operation?
Masterminds? I'm not sure what you mean, but we do put a lot of thought into her campaign. What I'm about to say has to do with that. Along with Melty and Tiga, we don't believe Amelia is the imposter. After all...
There's no point faking your way to the top when you barely stand a chance against the competition, right?
Yes. We also believe Miss Felt is out of the question too. The chance of both your camps being fake is quite low, which means suspicion is placed on the other 3 remaining camps.
3? Aren't there 4 others?
Oh, Subaru. You know full well that we would exclude our own. Logically, that leaves 3 camps.
Right, sorry.
Duchess Cruchet Karsten, Chairwoman Anastasia Hoshin, the Bloody Bride Priscilla Bariel. One of them is the fake royal candidate.
I think that's my first time hearing Priscilla's title, but man, that's a pretty scary name.
From what I've heard, men who dared marry her have died one after the other. That is how she acquired her renown.
I see. So, they've narrowed it down to those 3. I can accept her reasoning to that end. But how can we narrow it down further?
Also, this is just something I heard, but it seems you've been coming and going from Miss Cruchet's estate recently.
You've got some good ears. It's not like I was trying to hide it, but I also haven't been blabbing about it to the whole world.
That's all thanks to a little friend of mine. But back to my main point. You have been visiting her manor, yes?
I have, yeah. Though I've only been going there so Ferris can treat my gate.
The reason doesn't necessarily matter. But since you are able to come and go as you please, you should use it to your advantage.
That chandelier in the back is so tiny. Like, what are you gonna light with that? The ceiling? You're not gonna light that whole chamber. It's a teeny tiny. It's like a novelty chandelier.
For what?
When you go to the Karsten Manor, something may catch your attention that might seem out of place. Don't you agree that that would be beneficial in finding the imposter?
What's up, C-Star Gamer? Minecraft.
I get that, but...
Good to have you guys here. I mull over Sakura's suggestion. Putting it simply, I'd be spying on Cruchet. She wants me to gather intel under the guise of receiving my treatment.
I really don't see Cruchet being the fake, though. She's not the type of person who'd do something so underhanded.
I truly believe that. I may not be super confident in my ability to judge someone's character, but I've got 2 reliable eyes on me. I'll just trust in what I see. Cruchet has a sincere, albeit blunt personality. I don't see her as someone who would outright ignore the laws of this world.
I understand. However, I also believe that way of thinking is a hindrance.
My way of thinking?
You don't search for evidence of a cover-up simply because you suspect someone. You do it to clear that person of suspicion. You can buy yourself peace of mind through your actions that way. If you truly believe Miss Cruchet isn't the imposter, then that naturally leaves the other 2 as suspects.
That's true.
If you find something that troubles you, I can help talk you through it. It's better to have 2 heads think through a problem than 1, no? Please do think it over. It's a special promise, okay?
Ah, Subaru. That took quite a while. The tea has already gone cold.
Oh, sorry. To tell the truth...
I apologize, Miss Amelia. A large bug entered the kitchen, and I had Subaru dispose of it for me.
Oh, really? You could have called me. I would have helped you resolve the issue rather quickly.
Are you comfortable around bugs, Miss Amelia?
I did used to live in the forest, after all. There weren't that many bugs there because of the cold weather, but I did see some from time to time.
I see. Mel can't handle bugs.
Hey, Tiga! We don't need to reveal everything about ourselves.
It's okay. The next time a bug shows up, I'll gladly dispose of it for you.
Miss Amelia, you're so kind. I really enjoy your company. But not yours, Tiga.
Oh there, Mel. I didn't mean anything by it. Could you find it in your heart to forgive me?
Are you okay, Subaru? You look pale.
Yeah. I'm fine. Sorry to make you worry. I'm in peak condition.
That's good, but...
It's okay. I'm fine. I really shouldn't worry those two like this. But I have to do this. It's something Amelia would never be able to do. It's my duty to stay in the royal capital and see this through.
I'm gonna pee real quick. After everything that happened, the night passes on. Take care, Gally. Have fun.
Hey, Mealy. What are your plans for the day?
Let's see. I have an appointment with Anastasia toward the end of fire time. But until then...
Fire time? What? What? What is fire time?
Pardon the sudden intrusion. Is Miss Amelia present?
Yes, that's me.
Good morning. Do you have a moment?
The soldier showing up reminds me of last time. If my hunch is right.
Are you calling her to the castle?
Yes. If you could accompany me to the royal castle, the Council of Wise Men is awaiting you.
The Council of Wise Men. I don't mind, but what is it for?
Miss Amelia, in accordance with yesterday's meeting, they have summoned you for questioning.
They want to interrogate her? This is rather sudden. You should have contacted us well in advance.
I apologize. However, I am but a humble soldier serving the kingdom.
There's no need to scold him. He's just doing as he's told.
But...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I will comply. But I do have prior engagements, so I'd like to return before it gets too dark.
I will let the Council of Wise Men know. I take it you are prepared to pay them a visit?
Yes.
Then I'm coming too.
Not so fast. You have your appointment with Ferris. You need to remember your obligations.
What? No way! This is way more urgent!
You always try to wriggle your way out of this. I won't allow it.
Oh, come on! Rem, say something, will ya?
Rem agrees with Miss Amelia. Your treatment is of higher priority.
Rem, you bitch!
Rem will accompany Miss Amelia.
I thought you were on my side, Rem!
I feel torn, but there's no other choice. At this rate, Subaru will literally be torn apart.
Has my situation always been so dire?
She's right. You need to remember the frail state your body is in and listen to what Ferris tells you. I apologize for the wait. Can you please guide me to the royal castle now?
Yes, right this way.
Soldier's like, what the hell is going on here?
Subaru, please be careful. The royal capital is quite a big place after all.
Rem, Mealy might get treated badly at the castle. So can you?
I understand. Please leave this matter to Rem.
Early on in Season 1, Puck helped Subaru discover that he had access to shadow magic through his gate when he was in Lagunica. And right before this game takes place, there's a big event in the forest where he has to fight off a bunch of mob beasts. and he uses Shamak, which is his shadow ability, to disorient the leader of the Maw Beasts, or the Maw Beast pack, so that he can defeat it. But using that much power when he has no real understanding of his gate put so much stress on it that it fucked it up. So it's kind of it's kind of the magic equivalent of doing a marathon run that you're not prepared for and causing like muscle damage to your body.
Now that I think about it, it's pretty strange. The day she's supposed to be questioned is off from last time. Did this happen because she stayed in the capital? It's no use. Thinking about it doesn't do me any good. I just know they won't be fair to her this time either. I guess I'll do what I can in the meantime. For now, that means I should probably go see Ferris. That was one rough ride, but I made it. I always get nervous when I try to call for them because there's no intercom. Huh? Who's that?
Oh, what have we here? Now this is unexpected.
That's the best girl! That's the best girl in the whole franchise!
Huh? Have we met somewhere before?
No, but I do know of you. You're Miss Amelia's attendant.
Yeah, I'm Subaru Natsuki. But I don't consider myself her attendant. More like her knight.
I see. Thank you for the humble introduction. I shall follow suit. I am Russell Fellow.
He is voiced by the guy who directs me for the anime, Chris Kaysen.
I represent the Royal Capital's Merchant Guild. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. But if you represent the Merchant Guild, does that mean you're a big-shot merchant or something?
Pardon me. I do represent them, but it just basically means I'm a handyman for odd jobs. My days typically have me running about the Royal Capital doing various odd jobs for them.
That's the magic spell. Every time someone with a triple question mark comes up, we have to call them the best girl of the franchise in order to free them from the curse.
However, this is rather fortunate.
What is?
Meeting you here, Mr. Natsuki. It's quite a good fortune for me. I do hope next time Miss Amelia will be with you as well.
Yeah, sure. Mealy and I share the same fate after all.
Yes, it would be even more fortunate should the opportunity arise. But that's all the time I have for today.
Oh, okay. I hope you'll support Mealy in her campaign.
Wait, I'm supposed to keep her from standing out!
What an interesting young man.
Man, I really screwed up. That guy had a weird aura about him. Merchants in the Royal Capital are pretty intimidating.
Done.
Am I fully healed now?
Nope, not even close. We'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, too.
I see you've really been put through the ringer. It's unusual for someone to make such a face after Ferris's healing.
Miss Cruchet, I'm sorry for such an unseemly sight.
So rude! And I can't even deny it!
How is Subaru Natsuki's body?
You know, it's harder than I thought. He really feels like a man.
I don't think that's what she was asking!
That's just Ferris's sense of humor. I'm surprised to see you alone today.
Yeah, some soldier from the castle stole Mealy and Rem away from me today.
From the castle? Do you mean they were called to the royal castle?
Since the fake candidate is still roaming about, they apparently had some leftover questions for her.
I see. Knowing that, I may be called in as well.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, you're...
Obviously not the imposter. Of course, Miss Cruchet is the real deal, so I understand what you're saying, Subaru.
No!
I don't enjoy being given such special treatment. If the other candidates are being investigated, then I should as well.
You're so serious all the time, Cruchet.
When I see her bold determination, it's hard imagining her being the imposter. However,
One of the three, huh?
thinking about it logically, the fake should be either Cruchet, Priscilla, or Anastasia. But I just can't bring myself to think that Cruchet would fake her way into the royal selection.
You have quite the troubled look, Subaru Natsuki. I'm willing to listen to whatever is on your mind if you'd like.
Even if I don't want to think about it, I can't not think about it. Like why the royal selection was postponed.
If you aren't guilty of anything, you should hold your head up high. At the very least, I can assure you that I do not suspect Amelia.
That's pretty comforting to know. To be honest, I think you're a reliable person. But... never mind. But now that it's on my mind, why do you want to be the next ruler, Cruche?
It depends. Ionix, it depends on what the client or the director wants. For example, during Season 1, I was told to pronounce it as Subaru Natsuki. Subaru Natsuki. But for the game, and as of Season 2, I've been told to pronounce it Subaru. Subaru Natsuki. We do not say Subaru Natsuki. It's Subaru Natsuki now. Another example is, I thought it was going to be Rem, Ram, and Rome for the anime. Because R-E, R-A, and R-O, the Japanese vowels being, you know, E, A, U, E, or A, E, U, E, O. So I thought it would be Rem, Ram, and Rome. But it wasn't. It was Rem, Ram, and Ram. The only difference was if it was a short or a longer Rem, Ram, Ram.
This is rather sudden. Though I suppose it's natural to wonder.
Miss Cruche.
I aim to rule this nation simply because I am qualified to do so, and my background is that of a noble.
You guys have to understand, like, I'm not trying to use this as an excuse for when my performance doesn't work a certain way. But, like, the big example everyone brings up is Persona 5, or even Persona 4. Our job is to read the words the way that the client giving us a paycheck wants them to be read. At the end of the day, we can make our suggestions, we can put our own spin on it, but if we want to get paid and keep our jobs, we have to read the words and pronounce the words the way we are told to.
Royal blood runs in my veins, though it's only a small amount. There is no reason for me not to participate.
Anyway, Ionix, I wasn't taking that as you being corrective. It's a thing that not many people know about.
However, above all else...
Yeah?
No, it's nothing. I aim to become this nation's next ruler out of obligation. Is my answer sufficient enough for you?
I was told from day one that it was pronounced Cruche, so I have always said it is Cruche. In fact, I believe I was the person in charge of directing this localization, or not directing, but writing the adaptation, checked in with me to say, what nicknames does Subaru use in the anime? How does he pronounce these names? I heard someone in this game say Cruche, but I have always known it as Cruche.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So, it's out of obligation, huh? In other words, it's noblesse oblige.
I know how that's said, because they use that term in the anime series Noblesse, which I finished recording for a couple weeks ago. The noblesse oblige. Noblesse oblige. Her responsibility as a privileged person to carry out her duty. If I'm being honest, I would have laughed in the face of anyone who said that if they weren't Cruche. But Cruche's steadfast eyes tell me she's being sincere.
You intend on remaining in the royal capital with Amelia for a while longer, yes? We should have dinner together again.
Yes, Cadmus. And maybe if they did more stuff like that, I'd stop pronouncing it Whores Divorce.
Okay then, I'll let her know. We'll be looking forward to it.
But if you say things like that, won't Rem get jealous, Meow?
Don't get me wrong, Rem's cooking is better. I'm just looking forward to eating together.
She might still get jealous, Meow.
Do you really not want to eat with me that much?
That's not what Fairy is saying, Meow.
Ferris, you shouldn't tease him so much. It would be problematic if you thought I was inviting him as a joke.
Yes, Miss Cruche.
Jeez. I scratch my head awkwardly as I watch their friendly banter. After I leave Cruche's place, I confirm that Amelia is still at the castle. In the meantime, I decide to pay a visit to the church.
So you're saying Miss Cruche is no longer a suspect?
That's what I think. That's more or less just a feeling I get about her, though.
Oh, no. I was the one who asked you to look into her. That's very interesting.
Sakura forms a slight smile. I make a sullen face at the sight. Honestly, I wasn't really keen on spying on her in the first place. Not to mention that I didn't gather much useful info. I don't feel good at all receiving that kind of compliment. Considering my guilty conscience, it wouldn't have felt right even if it did work out.
Please don't get so gloomy about it. It's not as if you didn't have any results to show for it.
No, but it's not like I got anything substantial out of it either.
Oh, but you did. There's your evaluation of Miss Cruchet, and that man you ran into in front of her manor.
In front of... Oh, Russell? He said he represented the Merchant Guild.
Exactly. Having someone like him visit Miss Cruchet, doesn't that smell awfully fishy?
You say that, but I assume he was just visiting his patrons like a good merchant, right?
Well, that is a possibility. But it seems like Miss Cruchet has you right under her thumb, Subaru. Are you planning on switching your allegiance?
What? Of course not! Mealy's the only one for me. I'd never turn my back on her. Don't even say things like that!
Yes, yes. In that case, you need to be more skeptical of those around you. Didn't I tell you before? There are 3 possible imposters, and Miss Cruchet is one of them.
I know, but still... I understand I need to be more wary, but that doesn't mean I should distrust everything and everyone. Like Sakura said, there are 3 questionable camps, meaning 2 of them are being falsely accused.
Subaru, I'm glad you've returned to visit again.
How typical of my best friend. Coming over for a playdate several days in a row now.
We barely met a couple days ago. Who does this guy think he is, getting all buddy-buddy with me?
You started it!
Were you and Sakura talking about something important?
Oh no, it's nothing too crucial. Subaru was just consulting me about something on his mind. He was saying he couldn't choose between how cute Amelia and Melty are.
What? He did?
Whoa, hang on now. I can't just ignore this, Subaru. Comparing Amelia and my Mel like that?
I'm not! I mean, yeah, Melty's cute and all, but Mealy's the only one for me! How many times have I had to repeat myself today? And she's not even around to hear it!
Subaru, how unfortunate.
Please don't get discouraged, Subaru. I'm rooting for you. And don't take advantage of his confusion to say weird things like that, Tiga. Gosh.
Oh dear, I've done it now. Subaru, do you need me to comfort you?
No need. It looks like we really are good friends after all. I'm like, this scene has been going on for so long that when we finally have another action event, I'm half expecting an AP condition text to show up. Tiga's pretty straightforward with his emotions, but Melty hasn't noticed at all. He may have the looks, but I feel bad for him in that regard. Anyway, I should get going soon.
Huh? Already? But you just barely got here.
I'd love to stick around for tea if I could, but Mealy will be getting back soon. Oh, right. I almost forgot to pass along this gift. Rem baked some sweets for you to enjoy with some tea.
Baked sweets. Wow, they look so delicious. These make me really happy.
Why don't you try some right now? I'll let Rem know how much you like them.
Just a bite, right? Yes, about that.
Melty's eyes start darting around. Did I say something strange? Sorry, Melty. I didn't mean anything weird by it.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just,
I'll give it a try. It's crispy on the outside with just the right amount of sweetness inside. The inside is pretty fluffy too. I can imagine the cute face of the girl who made this.
It's because you say things like that Melty doesn't believe your feelings for her.
You asked for an opinion, so I gave you one. Thanks for being a good sport about it.
Jeez. All right. I'll let Rem know. I'll see you around, Melty.
Oh, yes. Please watch your steps, Subaru.
Mel?
Thank you, Tiga. And I'm sorry.
It's nothing to apologize for, Mel.
Something seemed off about Melty before I left. Does she not like sweets? It must have been pretty rude of me to ask her to try some in that case. But still, the sweets Rem makes are so good that even people who don't like sweets would like them.
So, how'd the questioning go?
It wasn't very fun, I suppose. Unlike last time, Melty nor Crochet were there.
So that's another case. I heard Crochet. Not Crochet.
Oh, but it turned out fine. You have nothing to worry about, Subaru.
That's what Mealy says, but what really went down, Rem?
They invited Miss Amelia under the guise of questioning, but they were far more rude in their interrogation. Miss Amelia likely found it to be a very unpleasant experience.
Ah, I see. So Lagunica has their own version of the TSA too.
Rem!
Come on, don't get mad at her. I expected as much anyway.
Really?
It's written all over your face, Mealy. I could tell with how gloomy you looked.
I'm sorry.
Amelia's apologizing. If it went down like last time, then I already know what they talked about. They were actually probing her to see if she's the imposter. Almost like an inquisition. I think the royal castle is just trying to make a scapegoat out of Amelia, who's a half-elf, instead of trying to get the fake to reveal themselves. At the very least, that seems to be their priority. That means we shouldn't expect an impartial or transparent deliberation with them. I guess even with her having stayed behind, that struggle hasn't changed. Regardless, the intel we got yesterday shows that most of the other candidates don't suspect her as the fake. We all believe the same, so the castle wanting to question her and pressure her to withdraw from the selection like that is just unfair.
It's kind of scary to think a country could operate under such rationale.
Miss Amelia, it's nearly time for your appointment.
Oh, yes, that's right. Subaru, we're going to visit Anastasia now.
Right. Ferris already gave me my treatment for the day, so I'm definitely not missing out on this.
I knew you would say that. Just remember, we're not going there to play around. If you understand that much, then we'll be happy to have you along.
Subaru, where's your cleavage? We all know this is a cleavage party. Rem and I are dressed for the occasion. You can't enter without showing your cleavage. Go get your boob window shirt.
All right. It was so worth it having to endure all that pain.
If Crochet isn't the fake, then it has to be one of the remaining two, Anastasia included. I have to be there to protect Mealy, and to weed out the fake and expose the truth.
I've also got to keep that smug knight Julius's paws off of Mealy.
Subaru, aren't you coming?
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there.
And so we arrive at the designated spot, a tavern in the royal capital. I recognize this place. If I recall correctly, Anastasia and I had lunch here together last time.
I feel like I remember her saying she wanted to keep this place a secret.
I believe this is the right place. But where is Anastasia?
We've been expecting you. Thank you for taking the time to come. We have a table prepared in the back.
Oh, Julius. Will you be joining us as well?
Because this is a meeting between two royal candidates, I will be present as Miss Anastasia's first knight.
Right, of course. We shouldn't leave you out of such discussions.
Dude, I like... First of all, thank you for the follow. I love Julius's smile. It's just the right amount of devilish. Whew. 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 You're out drinking mimosas with Julius. He finishes his second one and gives you that look. What do you do?
I thank you for your consideration, Miss Amelia. And what say you?
Julius turns his gaze toward me. I stick out my tongue against his unpleasant attitude.
Yeah, I was listening. You don't have to be such a jerk every time I'm around.
Oh, how very presumptuous. As far as I can tell, it is you who has an issue with my presence.
You little... Ow! Mealy, you're gonna pull my ear clean off!
No fighting. I let my guard down for 1 second and your attitude's gone sour already.
No fighting!
I'm sorry, Julius. Could you show us the way?
Why, yes, I can show you the way.
Yes, of course. Please, follow me.
You are the true queen.
You heard him. Come on now, follow along.
Ow!
So So you've come after all, Amelia, as well as Natsuki.
Okay, look at this image. Look at Anastasia and tell me you cannot unsee her. These are her hands. These are her tiny rabbit hands.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you could join me.
I am Rem. I am a servant of Margrave Mathers, and as such, attend these two.
Thank you for such a courteous introduction. I'm Anastasia Hoshin, a royal candidate alongside Amelia. Or is it more appropriate to say I'm a candidate to be a candidate for now?
Miss Anastasia.
It's just a joke, don't get so worked up. Anywho, what has Subaru done to be punished like that?
Yeah, seriously. Let me go, Mealy.
Only if you've repented.
I have. I'll do my homework diligently and brush my teeth before going to bed every night.
Doing your homework and brushing your teeth have nothing to do with this. But I understand.
I'm free. It was nice having Mealy touch me, but not at the cost of my ear.
Please be at ease, Subaru. Even if your ear were to be torn off, Master Felix would patch it back up in no time.
Wait, I thought we said Ferris now. I don't want it coming off in the first place!
Oh, are you acquainted with Ferris? I didn't expect that.
Make up your damn minds!
I'm just a patient. You two are probably closer, being Knights of the Royal Guard and all.
Papyrus be like, what? Royal Guard?
Yes, that's right. At least until the royal selection begins. Once it does, Ferris and I, along with Reinhard, will no longer be Knights of the Royal Guard.
Royal Guard?
But personal knights to our respective candidates. My work will be exclusively dedicated to Miss Anastasia. Of course, I expect Ferris and Reinhard to do the same for their candidates. If you intend on serving Miss Amelia, you would also do well to acknowledge that for yourself.
Thanks for the input. I've got some advice for you, too. You shouldn't eat curry udon in that suit. If the soup splatters, the stains will really stand out.
I see. I understand. I have no idea what this curry udon is, but I'll certainly keep that in mind.
Julius bows gracefully. Damn it. He return-fired my snark with his own.
It sounds like Julius and Natsuki are getting along rather well. We should do the same.
Yes, I feel the same way. I'm very thankful that you made time for us today.
Same for me, so no need to thank me over it. Now then, shall we eat? This may be a tavern, but I recommend their food far more than their beverages. I think you'll be quite surprised by what they offer here.
Really? I'm looking forward to it then.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a lot of the best food is tavern food, bar food. Because they serve food that's supposed to like go well with your beer. So you get like fritters and like fried mozzarella sticks and like nacho chips and salsa. Oh my god. I think of all the times that I've gone to an anime convention and I will go to the hotel bar at like 2 in the morning and just get fresh mozzarella cheese with penne and garlic bread, and it's so fucking good. Afterward, the two enjoy a peaceful meal and conversation. I know full well how good the food tastes from last time. Although I was pretty nervous, so I didn't really get to savor it. My discovery of a food I really fucking like because of TFF, Texas Furry Fiesta, fried okra. I go crazy for fried okra with dipping sauce. Oh.
Huh? This hamburger is amazing!
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Huh? This hamburger is amazing!
Hamburger?
Right? I just happened to stumble on this place with my attendants. Let's keep this place between you and me, all right, Amelia? Don't tell anyone else.
Hamburger?
Okay, I understand. But I feel like I'm doing something bad. It's making my stomach hurt.
Here, wash it down with a sip of my Makshick. Amelia isn't one to tell lies, so it's hard for her to keep a secret like this. Her angelic smile always puts a smile on my face, but to be honest, I worry about her political endeavors when she becomes the next ruler. In any case,
Did we really just come here to eat and chat? Do you not agree with our approach?
It's more disappointing than anything. I heard Anastasia is this big shot merchant, so I figured there'd be more scrutinizing, like you'd be interrogating a demon or something.
Did you call for Rem just now?
Wrong kind of demon. You can sit back down.
Yes, Subaru. If you have any other requests, please do not hesitate to ask.
once she sits down, Rem returns to devouring her hamburger. I'm so glad that they said hamburger before this. Otherwise, I might have thought it was a typo. The sight of her chowing down on something so big with her small mouth is pretty cute.
Seeing this, there's a big difference in how each of the girls eat.
Rem takes small bites, while Amelia eats in bigger chunks, albeit still remaining as elegant as possible. And then there's Anastasia.
So big and hearty. I feel a little catharsis watching her eat.
Is something on my face, Natsuki? Gawking at a woman like that while she eats is really rude, you know.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to stare.
I was just kidding around. I'm not angry at you. I have no reason to be. I'm comfortable with the way I eat.
Okay. Mental image part 2. Look at the little rabbit things on her coat. They're her hands, right? She takes her little rabbit hands and she goes, hop.
Still, you've got the right idea.
Right idea?
The way a person eats really shows their personality type. It applies to everyone, including all of us here. It's also important to eat together to get closer to one another, and you can learn so much about people doing that. Having a meal with others is a tool I use to study them.
She opens her mouth like a fucking rabbite. Hold on. I want to see if I can find a GIF image. The rabbite from the Mana series. Let me see if I can find a GIF image. No! I want one of him with his mouth open. Oh. While trying to find a GIF image, this is either Anastasia as a rabbite or Color Brews as a rabbite.
That's amazing. You really analyze everything around you.
That's true. I wasn't even thinking about anything like that. Table etiquette can also reveal how a person conducts themselves. Anastasia's rationale may be unconventional, but it makes perfect sense. While I'm busy being impressed.
Miss Anastasia, I ask that you end your joking with that.
Huh? Oh, you noticed? You're much too serious, Julius. I wanted to string them along a little bit longer.
The goal of this engagement is to establish friendly relations. Why should I not be allowed to protest as such? As fellow royal candidates, there's no need to cause unnecessary feuds.
Yes, I'll admit I was in the wrong.
So what exactly does that mean? Were you just making all of that up?
Of course. I got lost in the casualness of our conversation, so please forgive me.
What? And here I was fawning over how impressive you were.
You can't actually tell all that just from the way someone eats.
Damn, what a waste of sincere admiration.
I took everything she said at face value, but now I'm just disappointed having fallen for her joke.
Sorry. As a proper apology, maybe I can show you my sense of intuition?
Intuition?
Yes. For example, Natsuki, you were originally the child of a respected household, but you've only recently begun doing serious work.
Yes, for this game, I was able to see the lines surrounding the ones that I spoke. I think? Yes. So I did have some context.
Oh?
You're still learning how to read and write. And while you may be nimble, your movements are too unrefined for that of a knight. If I had to say, Rem would make a better knight than you. As for how this meeting came to be, it was actually your idea for having her visit me yesterday. Well, am I correct?
Anastasia winks at me, my mouth hanging open in shock. She's spot on, hitting the mark on everything she just said.
That was truly amazing. How did you figure all of that out?
It's nothing too difficult. One's upbringing is shown in their table manners, and how long they've been working is shown in how tidy or rough their fingers appear.
Thank you for the follow.
Him not knowing how to read or write was mostly a guess, considering how confused he looked when he was trying to read the menus on the walls. I can't fight myself, but I do have my own private military force, meaning there are many around me who know how to fight. I can tell if someone is a soldier or not by how they carry themselves. Also, I think Amelia would have been more hesitant to meet with me by herself. I doubt a maid would make such bold suggestions, so the shameless proposal had to have come from Natsuki. That's all there was to it.
I'm not shameless, but you are right about everything else. And you did use our etiquette as a reference. That means it was useful.
Rem is also surprised. Miss Anastasia has excellent insight.
You praise me too much.
I'm Subaru Natsuki, I'm
Nothing from
17,
you,
and never
Julius?
learned how to fucking read.
I'd like to say I'm impressed, but this is nothing I haven't seen from you already, Miss Anastasia. You are to become the next ruler, after all.
Man, it's February 7th. I'm here streaming. I just want to be at an anime convention hotel lounge eating a Klondike bar at 1:30 in the morning.
That's the best praise I could hope to get.
Anastasia smiles, but I'm astonished at her remarks. She lowers the bar to make it seem like she isn't anything special, but had been planning a way to upsell herself this whole time. It's an obvious form of entertainment.
If only I had the eyes to analyze people like you do, Anastasia.
It's nothing too special. Besides, you may not be able to see through others, but you seem to get along rather well with them, Amelia.
I'm not gonna get into the whole story, but Red Octobear, I was the person that would drag people out at college for food at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Because one thing Michigan was really good at was having places that were open 24/7. Steak and Shake was open 24/7, and in fact, they always had a deal where from 2 to 4 p.m. and 2 to 4 a.m., all of their milkshakes were half price. So I would often go at like 3 o'clock in the morning to get a half-price milkshake and a chili cheeseburger. Anyway, one time when I was really bored, I grabbed 3 friends from my dorm and we went to go get McDonald's at 3 o'clock in the morning, right after the ice cream machines had been shut down for the night. And we ordered about $40 worth of food, and we all decided to talk like pirates and pretend that our car was a pirate ship. We didn't know at the time, but we went on the morning of Talk Like a Pirate Day. So they thought we were just playing along, and they were so entertained that they took half off of our bill. We paid $18 for about $40 worth of food.
After all, you have some who are working very hard for you.
We came back wearing the bags like, king crowns. We just had the entire bag sitting on our heads.
Oh, yes. I'll do my best to work hard as well.
Looks like we ended this on a good note.
So it seems. Have you fulfilled your goal?
And I don't think anyone is in this chat right now that has actually hung out with me at an anime convention. But if you are, you can vouch that I am someone who will buy like $30, $40 worth of food from food trucks. And I'm talking about food trucks where like each dish is like $8.50 to $10. And I will eat all of it in the same sitting.
Don't make it sound like I've got some sinister plot. I just want to help Mealy recruit allies just in case something comes up.
I will order the first food truck, get my food, and then eat it while waiting for my food from the second food truck. And I'll just repeat this 2 or 3 times.
I apologize. I meant no disrespect.
What?
I've been underestimating you till now. But it seems you've been working with Miss Amelia's best intentions in mind. more than I was led to believe. The you before me is acting in all sincerity, so I therefore apologize in kind.
Julius does an exaggerated bow as he says this. He may be irritating to no end, but his chivalry is so exemplary, it makes me straighten my posture.
Oh, Natsuki. Julius just likes to embellish. It may be a little off-putting, but I do hope you two get along.
Basically, you're saying his more annoying quirks can be excused since he's a Knight of the Royal Guard. Annoying is such a strong
Royal
word.
Guard?
I've been going out of my way to show a friendlier side to you. Yeah.
Seeing our exchange, Amelia lets out the laugh she's been holding in, which might have been to cover for a fart. Anastasia and Rem join in on the laughing. I'm in no position to fight back against Julius.
Jeez, we just ended up fooling around instead of having a serious discussion.
That's right, we did nothing for 30 minutes.
You're right. But I think that's okay every once in a while. It's like you said, Subaru. I may not have 100 friends, but I do want to do my best to appeal to everyone. I'm grateful you helped make that come true.
Yeah, May. Mealy really is a major angel.
Is having fun during a meal not enough to satiate you? That's actually a pretty telling thing to someone like me. For example, Amelia is bolstering her relations not just with me, but with Crochet and Melty as well, right?
Shut the fuck up, you Debbie Downer. And thank you for the host.
Although, I've heard that red-haired one is a different beast altogether.
Huh? Wow! You really do know everything!
Used to be real fucking fun at parties. Hey, Mealy, that's a bit much. Anastasia is the kind of person who goes up and says, actually, did you know that the alcoholic drink called a screwdriver actually doesn't involve any screwdrivers in the recipe? And everyone just goes, wow, I had no idea. And not every Long Island iced tea is from Long Island. Fascinating. That means
Anything can be a side dish to a good entree. It's important to be prepared, right?
that's convincing enough. We managed to fulfill our goal of getting a bite out of Anastasia, but our opponent also had her fill. Knowing that, this meal of attrition ends in a draw.
Man, I really don't stand a chance against her.
She isn't someone who can be so easily deconstructed. That's just who Miss Anastasia is.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Julius,
I don't mean to dampen the mood, but
thank you for the follow.
Yes? I suspect something rather important is on your mind.
that's right. There's a chance that some shady people might be plotting to attack each of the royal candidates. Watch out for anyone that looks like a jester.
If they stand out that much, even I wouldn't ignore them. Regardless, I will keep your word of caution in mind.
Good. Though I hope nothing actually happens.
After warning Julius, I look back at Amelia engaging the others in a seemingly nice conversation. It really would be nice if nothing came of this. At least I hope nothing does.
Well, that was the dinner meeting. Did you enjoy yourself, Mealy?
Yes, it was absolutely splendid. What did you make of it, Subaru? Did I look like I was getting along well with Anastasia?
I have been streaming for 2.5 hours, and we have not made a single choice yet.
Yeah, perfectly. 2 beautiful girls. No, 3, including Rem. It was definitely a sight for sore eyes.
Yes, Rem also agrees that Miss Anastasia seemed to be enjoying herself. You have likely gained another important ally.
All's well that ends well.
I nod, reflecting on our plan to gain allies for Amelia. But hey, all we need is one typo. One typo, and this chat's about to become chaotic. Of course, she hasn't made all that many friends yet, but her relations with the royal candidates are turning out for the better. Damon's Grill? Damon's Grill? Damon's Grill? Also, Kitsy, stop telling me what's coming up or I'll time you out. It says no backseating and no spoilers. It's your last warning. She would have developed a good relationship with Anastasia, thanks to what happened today. Not to mention that Anastasia has the Iron Fang at her disposal, so she'll be pretty reliable. I guess I can include Julius in that.
All that's left is to see whether or not the witch cult targets Amelia.
Okay. Keep in mind, when I buy the Hazen cabin, that's not gonna happen, because I have no idea if GameStop stock is ever gonna go back up again. When we all chill out to celebrate the first official Hazen cabin get-together, we're all gonna go out to a local Damon's Grill. Hold on. Let's see are there any in Oregon? Excuse me. You guys aren't gonna believe me. There is a Damon's Grill in Tigard, Oregon. Tigard. Tigard, Oregon. Tigard uppercut. It appears to be the only one. Oh, wait, there's also one in Hayden Island, Portland? Maybe? Tigard? Okay. All that's left is to see whether or not the witch cult targets Amelia.
Subaru, what's wrong?
Nothing at all. Rem, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
About what I asked before. Have you experienced any synesthesia with Rom?
I have not recently felt any strong sensations from Sister. Although, I have been more concerned than usual since he brought it up.
One of the other things that I would have at the Hazen cabin, a giant, and I mean serves 12 platter of boneless buffalo wings and dipping sauces. Woo! Winged and, I'll do winged and boneless for those of you losers who don't have enough self-confidence to eat boneless and not feel self-conscious. But we'll have barbecue sauce, we'll have ranch dipping sauce, we'll have blue cheese dipping sauce.
That's okay. It's fine if you haven't. It's for the best if nothing happens.
The other table will be the pie table. Marionberry, huckleberry, appleberry, cherryberry, raspberry, berry grills. Fine. I'll get bone-in and boneless pies for everyone as well, just to make it balanced. On the other hand, no amount of preparing for a storm is enough. I told Roswell to be on high alert at least. He said he had his own precautions in mind, so hopefully he's enhanced security around the mansion after our talk.
The royal candidates also don't seem like a bunch to leave us high and dry if something were to come up. I think.
One of those people tried to sell me Primerica health insurance. It was a really awkward conversation. The royal candidates also don't seem like a... Okay. Melty is obviously righteous to her core, and Cruchet is a noble who lives up to her calling. Then there's Anastasia, who bases her judgment on profits and debts. All it would take is a proper reward and the subjugation of the witch cult to have her cooperate with us. Knowing all this calms my anxiety, clearing my mind significantly. All that's left is... Cadmus, it's not worth the stress though, dude. It's not. Like, I'm sitting here holding on to GameStop stock, like, not sure whether I should just accept that I fell for a trap, or if it's actually possible. And meanwhile, you've got people talking about Dogecoin and all this other shit. And like, there's arguments on both sides. There's arguments for like, oh, you missed the train already, you should know about the market by now. And then there's all the evidence that like, higher ups in the market are fucking around with the stocks and like fucking around with the market because they refuse to lose. So, Cadmus, there are health insurance companies that double as pyramid schemes. And there's some health insurance companies that are very, very well known for recruiting people through the same exact method that a pyramid scheme operates off of.
The bystanders who were attacked when I was with Anastasia last time.
If the assassins were targeting the royal candidates, there's no doubt they'll strike again this time. I gave Julius a heads up, and it sounded like he took it seriously. That means any issues would stem from our end.
Knowing about an attack beforehand is an advantage, but...
What are you doing, Subaru?
I mean, you look at it this way...
Pacing around me and it's weirding me out.
You look at it this way, Elongated. Wall Street Bets went from 2 million members to 8 million members in 2 weeks. To think that there isn't some risk of I want to say insurrection, but like plants at this point when their community has quadrupled out of nowhere is naive. And I'm trying not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I genuinely don't think there's anything you can trust right now except how many people are still holding the stock and whether the company still has to cover shorts. I don't think you can trust anything that's being written on there right now. So you're just kind of going off blind faith at this point. You're just kind of silently hoping that everyone who bought stock with you is still holding on to it.
Subaru, if you are worried about something...
Oh, right. Well, I can't say for sure, but...
My desire to protect Amelia has been making me act weird. So I guess I should let them in on what I know so far. I'm worried about mentioning the witch cult's involvement, but it should be okay to at least mention that masked guy. As I mull over what to tell them.
The thing is...
Huh? Finally! What was that just now? That masked freak?
I finally found you. I won't let you get away from me!
Huh? Wait, Subaru! Subaru, what's wrong?
I heard you talking about GameStop! We can't have you discussing that! Oh, god damn it! I knew it! He's from the SEC! Time for you meddlers to die!
Mealy, get back to the inn right now! There's someone here I don't want you to see! Rem, I'll need your strength. Could you come with me?
Damn it! He's a jester and an off-roader!
Of course, but... Subaru, if something's wrong, I'll come too.
Cadmus, I'm about 5 digits into GameStop stock. I have about 220 shares.
No, you can't! I can't have him see you. Puck, take care of Mealy!
Sheesh, you could have given me a heads up. But if it's for Leah's sake, then I'll gladly watch over her. Leah, let's do as Subaru asked.
No, I'm 5 digits in.
You too, Puck? No way. Subaru is definitely going to do something extreme.
Now's the time to take extreme action. Sorry, Mealy.
Let me put it this way. Wait, I gotta think. No, it would have to hit would it have to hit 5,000? Hold on, I gotta do some math. Okay, yeah, that wouldn't be. I'm not gonna be filthy rich. I'm not gonna be, even if it rocketed up to like 500, which I already think is not gonna happen, I wouldn't even make enough to buy the Hazen cabin. It would just go straight into investments.
Miss Amelia, I humbly apologize, but I
It's
will
a
keep
pipe
close
dream at
eye
this
on
point.
Subaru.
Wait! You can't just do as you please!
Now, let's just wait for those two to return. I'm sensing something unpleasant in the air.
I'm going to give those two a long scolding when they get back.
I know he ran this way.
Subaru, is he the one you're looking for?
Good job, Rem. That's definitely him.
Fortunately, there's nobody else in this alley that will get involved.
Rem, hit him with a surprise attack.
A surprise attack? I certainly can, but he...
He's an enemy scheming to disrupt the royal selection. If we leave him to his own devices, Emilia will be in danger.
I understand. Rem trusts in you, Subaru.
I look at it this way, Cadmus. Like, I would definitely say I went in a little deeper than I should have with buying the stocks. But like, even if those stocks went completely to $0, if I lost absolutely everything that I bought in, it would suck, but I'd still be okay. On the other hand, if something happened, I could make a lot of people's lives just a little bit easier. And to me, that's worth the risk.
Prepare yourself.
Her fight. Ooh! GIF image! Ooh! Her fighting spirit channels into the Morning Star grasped in her hand. It flies straight toward the masked man's back.
Got him!
Whoa, come on! Don't joke around like that. You think I'd fall for a pitiful ambush like this?
Kitsy. You saw that image, right? Please tell me I'm not the only one who immediately thought of whoop, 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 when you're jacking into an electronic in Battle Network. The transport visual.
Subaru, run away!
Rem pushes me away from herself as she screams out. The next instant, a dagger shines for a moment before it's thrust in the spot I was previously. The masked clown had thrown it right as he avoided Rem's attack.
Huh? Well, I wondered who was so brave enough to attack me, but I see it's you. You're one big bag of surprises.
She shoved me out of the way, but she didn't take the hit. We're okay. We're fine.
Do you know us?
Isn't that obvious? The Royal Selection! You know that stupid ceremony to find a replacement for the dead king? Just talking about it makes my blood boil. Still, I never thought you'd be so bold picking a fight with me like this. Did you not assume me to be some random passerby?
In that getup?
Of course not! Have you looked in a mirror recently? You have no right to get angry for getting questioned in that getup.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you even talking about? I wasn't planning on this, but you running into me here indicates your luck is running dry, kid. I'm gonna turn this unexpected assault into a counterattack of my own. I'm not one to scoff at my own work, after all.
He seems to be quite the capable opponent. Please stay back, Subaru.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm counting on you, Rem.
Yes, you can leave him to me.
Rem faces the masked man, clutching her Morning Star. The man doesn't seem to be intimated! Intimated! Typo! Typo! First one to redeem it gets a copy of the game for PS4! Who got it? Did anyone get it? Do we have a winner yet? Everyone trying to frantically log into their PlayStation accounts. Vim's like, I got it again.
immense determination, a fragrant smell. I like you, young lady. I'll mess you up with everything I've got.
After he shouts this, he lunges at Rem, beginning their battle.
Not bad at all, little lady. But that will never reach me.
Rem presses the attack determinedly, but the masked freak continues his charlatan routine. The spiked iron ball practically flies, destroying the ground and walls around us. Yet this guy just jumps around, laughing and taunting us with small attacks in between Rems. But Rem manages to charge in, knocking away all the daggers in her path. Seeing this, the masked man retreats, dodging under the morning star. They're like a tide ebbing and flowing. A balance that may collapse at any moment given the slightest change. I even stop breathing, thinking it might break the harmony. The battle between the two intensifies, but as both of them dislike this stalemate, they attempt to change things up. But then... Huh? What's that? Is someone shouting in town? Mixed in with the clashing of the battle before my eyes is a small scream from nearby. For a moment, I imagine I'm just hearing things. But then I listen in more carefully, and it all becomes clear. That scream is definitely coming from someone, somewhere. And it's not just one person. What's going on? Oh, that's cool! It didn't just shake non-stop. It actually dwindled over time. That was pretty cool!
This is...
Guess our time's up. I was really looking forward to playing some more, but I'll have to end it here for today. How unfortunate. So regretful.
Ignoring our shock, the man laughs loudly as he turns his back to us. I can tell he's trying to make his escape.
I won't let you get away!
Rem lunges at him, his back seemingly poised to take the full brunt of her attack. But...
I kid. If you're serious about this, you'll just get toyed with, you know? By bad guys like me!
The moment Rem's attack is about to land, he outmaneuvers the Morning Star, charging at the maid. He turns a palm toward her. A brief flash of what's to come crosses my mind as I imagine Rem being blown away by his magic. No, I'm only Subaru.
Don't worry, I won't kill you.
Did I just win tickets at Chuck E. Cheese? What the fuck was that?
Instead, I'm just going to take what I want.
I do not have any more codes, Lava. Those were provided to me by the folks who had me do the live stream for Spike Chunsoft. If we do give out another copy of the game, it will probably be on the day that I finish this game, that I get the credits. After the jester lets out a scream, Rem's strength suddenly leaves her body as she falls to her knees. I have no idea what just happened. Rem!
All right, time to get out of here.
I rush to Rem's side, ignoring the masked freak as he jumps away. I shout desperately as I lift her limp body in my arms. Rem! Rem! Wake up! Open your eyes!
Subaru, what just...
Rem, are you okay? Wait, no, don't talk. I'll find a doctor right away.
You're pretty slow. Do you really think you have the time for that right now? Can't you hear? Listen, you can hear it, right?
The masked man spreads his arms and laughs. I can still hear the screams I heard earlier echoing behind him. Something bad's going down.
The situation's changed quite a bit, so I'll be taking my leave now.
Running away. You coward!
We've definitely been at this game for at least 10 hours at this point, so that's a fucking lie.
Coward? Did you just call me a coward? You really make me laugh. You dare call me a coward? A coward? Well, you've got me there. I am Wolf, the malevolent masked magician. I am the man who caught you in my trap of ill will and hostility. Let's be sure to meet again, folks. That is, if you survive this.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone! But in reality, we were the ones in a pinch. He let us go, not the other way around. Wolf, just who or what is he? And what's going on in the town?
Subaru, I'm okay now. I can stand up.
Don't push yourself, Rem. What did he do to you?
I don't know. From what I can sense, it feels like he stole something from within me.
Stole something? Are you sure you're okay?
Yes, somewhat. More importantly, we should leave this place. I worry for Miss Amelia.
Yeah. We should also tell the guards in town about that masked guy. This is a serious situation we're in.
Understood.
Rem and I hurriedly make our way out of the alley. But immediately after, we're greeted with something unseemly. The sight of turmoil that has descended upon the entirety of the royal capital. This is...
Everything has been destroyed.
The once orderly construct of the royal capital has been desolated. What happened here while we were in that alley? No. This atmosphere, this sensation. Don't tell me. I do wish they would show, like, more graphic art pieces.
Yes, I'm here to do bad things. Do I look out of place? I fit right in. No one suspects a thing. Hello?
Wow, look at all this destruction. The fountain is spraying water. The witch cultists and some guy who seemed to be their leader are blocking the way.
Don't you see?
I need to regroup with Amelia, but maybe I should calm down and think first. I may have Friend with me, but there's just too many witch cultists to deal with. I might need the guards' help. And I should carefully plan our escape route too.
You there! Yes, you! Come here and talk to me! Come. Ah! This is love! Love has brought me to you! And yet you wish to leave.
Dude, his expressions, though.
Because of those bastards, my wife and daughter. How did this happen? The royal capital is in ruins.
It's him! The best girl in the franchise!
Subaru, it's the witch cult!
Right, but we shouldn't deal with them right now. We need to get to Amelia as soon as possible. To do that, we need to get through here first.
Yes, let us figure out how to do so. Debris is scattered everywhere from all the damage.
She's right. There may be a lot of obstacles along the way. I'll have to think carefully about how we're gonna get through.
Subaru, let us find a way through and reach Miss Amelia as quickly
We're gonna
as
stop
possible.
them the only way we know how. With boxes! And fruit carts.
There are too many of those damned cultists. I don't know how long we can hold them off. I'm sure it's pretty dire everywhere in the royal capital, but we need reinforcements here. There's so many. I want to call for backup, but I can't leave my post.
If you want to understand why that's his catchphrase, watch Season 2. Bye!
Damn it. How did this happen? We've been patrolling diligently every day. Leave it to us and get to somewhere safe. The outskirts of the royal capital are basically in ruins. You should try to flee toward the center of the royal capital.
Oh my, I did not realize someone was still here. Pardon me for not noticing you, but please rest assured, I shall turn you into an offering for the witch, just like the others.
Who are you? A slender man suddenly appears. Slender Man! His glaring eyes lock onto mine, immobilizing me.
You wish to know who I am? Oh, how incredibly rude of me! I completely forgot to introduce myself. So, I shall do so now. I am the Sin Archbishop of the Witch Cult, presiding over Sloth. I am Betelgeuse Romani Conti! Yes!
Betelgeuse Romani Conti. No. More importantly, every single hair on my body stands on end. It's not due to his creepy mannerisms or crazy personality, but rather his affiliation. The Witch Cult!
And a Sin Archbishop at that.
You've heard of that title before? What does it mean?
They are leaders among the dangerous witch cultists. Sloth is the most famous of them.
Now, I have given you my name, so it is time to move on.
Todd is so fucking good at not being predictable with his delivery of these lines. And he manages to always have this feeling like it's a man who's so close to losing it but doesn't. He's so fucking good.
My fingers have already extended throughout the royal capital, diligently and thoroughly spreading the witch's love throughout the city.
The hell? What are you talking about? What does any of this have to do with love? You did all of this for some stupid delusion of yours? I scream out, that scene replaying once again in my mind. All the horribly disfigured villagers. For what reason? What purpose were they brutalized like this? Not that any reason given would be forgivable, but I can't bear this anymore. Not after hearing this psycho's ramblings. And now you're the one trying to raise the royal capital? I'll never forgive you!
Subaru, Rem feels the same way. But please, restrain yourself. We must regroup with Miss Amelia and save as many people as possible.
Betelgeuse over here like, we're still going to go to the moon, right? To the moon, no, to Mars! Yeah, you're right. Rem desperately tries calming me down, and I just barely manage to hold back my seething rage. If it weren't for her, I would have charged straight at the guy. But Betelgeuse is looking right at Rem and me. No, he's only looking at me. Then,
could you, by chance, be Pride?
What?
That dense aura of love surrounding you, it far exceeds that of a common believer's. You are loved by the witch. Perhaps you realize it yourself? If so, that is all the more confirmation that you are Pride, the last one to fill the empty seat of this generation.
With that, Betelgeuse laughs, and laughs, and laughs. While laughing, he sticks his fingers into his own mouth. All of a sudden, I hear the dull cracking sound of something breaking. It's hard to believe what I'm seeing, but this guy's breaking his fingers with his own fingers with his teeth. The bones crack, and I can hear him tearing his own flesh, making me shudder in fear.
Ah! So much pain! I truly feel the fulfillment of life!
What are you doing?
Pain is joy, the proof of life, evidence of one's existence! Ah, it is so truly wonderful! You should understand it too, because you are loved, and thus you must give love in turn. Diligently, and with devotion, with love. Love.
This is pointless! I realize now that it's no use trying to hold a rational conversation with Betelgeuse. The man's crazy. grabbing his head and bleeding from his fingers. So this is the witch cult.
You mentioned Amelia earlier.
What of it? Shikoro, there's a part of me for a split second that said, takes the force of biting through a carrot? Just for a split second, there was a part of me that thought about it.
That is the name of the half-devil who should be in the royal capital. It is she who must face our ordeals.
Half-devil? You mean half-elf? And what do you mean you're gonna put her through an ordeal? What are you planning on doing to her?
For 5 million points, you can make me bite through one of my fingers.
We must test her! Is she fit to be the vessel? If so, she will be embraced! If not, she will be removed. Everything is done to return the witch's love.
Betelgeuse continues shouting about his twisted love. I don't even know where to begin in trying to understand him. But one thing's for sure. He intends on harming Amelia. I already know that the witch cult is Amelia's enemy, so that makes them my enemy too.
My mind! It truly trembles!
Wait, is it Super Bowl Sunday tonight? Is the Super Bowl going on right now? Why are you guys here? Who won? I did. What? None of you watched the Puppy Bowl. None of you watched the Puppy Bowl.
Looks like he won't let us go that easily.
Ooh, I like this graphic. The capital in such a state. I'm sure the Imperial Knights and even Cruchet have been dispatched. The damage done already looks to be pretty significant. I need to make sure Amelia is okay.
Rem, let's force our way through and regroup with Amelia.
Understood. I will support you all the way, Subaru.
Finally!
I'm sorry, Rem. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Why are you apologizing, Subaru?
This wasn't supposed to happen. I should have been able to handle this better.
I failed. And this is the result. An entire city. Too many lives have been lost. Everything completely backfired. Just what the hell do I think I'm doing? I don't even know if Amelia is safe.
Subaru, please get a hold of yourself.
Sorry, Rem, but
I do not know what sort of turmoil you are facing. I would like to understand, but it is hard to do so. But I do know what we must do at this very moment. Berating yourself will not save anyone. Right now we must find Miss Amelia, no?
yeah, I'm really worried about her. We need to regroup with Amelia quickly.
So then, what do you think your next move should be, Subaru?
Rem, you're right. I can't just do nothing and blame myself right now.
Yes, that is the Subaru I know. So what shall we do? Should we make our way to the inn Miss Amelia planned on going to?
No. If the witch cult is after her, there's no point heading there. They infiltrated the royal capital from outside the city. So Amelia should be headed toward the center of the city.
That is true. Does that mean she will eventually arrive at the royal castle?
I think so. That's my best guess, anyway.
Even if you have no information to back it up, Rem will trust your decision. Let us head for the royal castle as well.
Thanks. But first...
we will need to get by that Sin Archbishop, Betelgeuse.
Yeah. We gotta find a way around him to get to the castle.
Understood. Rem will do everything in her power to help you, Subaru.
Thanks, Rem. I'm good to go now. Let's figure out how to get through that guy.
But I'm pretty useless in combat. And Rem can only take on so many opponents at once by herself. I also have no idea how strong that Sin Archbishop Betelgeuse is either. With prominent title like that, I think it's safe to say he must be pretty strong. So what can I do? Lucky for us, the guards patrolling the plaza are fighting against the cultists too.
Gotta think about this.
All right, buddies. It's time to vote. It's time to vote. Hold on, I'm thinking of what to write. Here you go. I'm not gonna look at the choices until the vote's over. I want it to be a surprise.
We asked the guards in the plaza to call in reinforcements. We could team up with the guards to fend off the witch cultists, but they're still much stronger. I think we'd have a better chance if we got some backup.
However, they may have their hands full fending for themselves to offer us any support.
You could be right. But considering that guy's a Sin Archbishop, it's likely that these are their main forces. It makes sense to
Thank
take
you
out
for the
the leader
host.
at times like these. Even in simulation games, focusing fire on enemy leaders is a good way to deal with an opponent who's stronger than you.
Bullshit. Aim for the ranged and the healers first. Always the ranged and the healers.
Simulation game?
Never mind that. If we do manage to take out their leader, the rest might lose their edge and run off. Maybe if we could convince the guards of that, they'd bring us some troops to help us.
That's right. If we can do something about the Sin Archbishop, the cultists might lose their control. I believe it would make sense to send reinforcements here.
Right? Then I'll try to persuade the guards. So, Rem, we need to figure out a way through the plaza. Do you have any ideas?
The shortest possible route would be the most beneficial to us. But we may end up getting surrounded by the witch cultists. That being said, if we try to avoid them as much as we can, it would be quite a detour.
You're right. Both have their pros and cons. But no matter which one we choose, we won't be able to avoid that Sin Archbishop.
She's right about the shorter path having more cultists along it. But even if we choose the other one, it's only got a few cultists defending it for the time being. Who's to say when more of them will show up along the way?
Either way, we'll have to end up dealing with that Sin Archbishop.
Just how are we gonna get through?
Damn, what do I do?
Here's the second one. I'm gonna pee again.
All right, I've decided. Let's take the shorter route. Even if we took the one with less enemies, they could just send more cultists after us. It'd be bad if we took the longer route and got swarmed. It may be riskier, but I think we should just rush through the shorter path.
Wait, there was a... Oh, lit! 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 Lit!
Very well, Subaru. Let us take the shorter route.
All right then. Rem, let's...
Please wait, Subaru. The plaza splits off to the left and right of the fountain.
Oh! Ooh! Ooh! I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. Hold on.
We should decide which way to go first.
Good point. It'll be harder to move around if we aren't on the same page. Which way do you think is better, Rem?
The right. We could open up the sealed path and secure an escape route if needed.
To the right, huh? But it's possible that more enemies could come in from that escape route. Though, the same could be said for our allies.
True. Either outcome is possible.
I need to figure out whether to take the right or left path, taking that sealed path into consideration. I think...
It's nice to give my throat a rest for once, though. Hopefully if we finish up with this scene, we'll be able to finish around 9:30. Call it an earlier evening since we started on time.
Right, I've decided. I'll trust you. Let's go to the right.
Thank you, Subaru. I will do my best to open a path for us.
I'm counting on you, Rem. Don't get too reckless. We're both gonna make it back to Amelia. I can't lose you or anyone else along the way.
Not to worry, Subaru. You will at least be fine. And Miss Amelia is just as strong herself.
Hold on a sec, Rem. Don't go triggering weird flags like that. We're gonna be by Amelia's side. Together.
Of course, Subaru.
There's nothing else we need to go over, right, Rem?
I do not believe so.
All right? Then let's get through the plaza and head for the royal castle. We'll face a lot of enemies on the way, but I know we'll get through this.
Yes, Subaru. Let us make our way through and get to the royal castle. I will protect you with all my strength.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Figure out Betelgeuse's mysterious powers. Gather information and share it with Rem. Be forceful or seek help when needed.
Let me note this.
Wow, this is really straightforward. Oh my god. Nothing else has happened on these days. Oh, that's because of Loop 2.
Damn! Rushing isn't gonna help. I need to stay calm.
A bunch of condiments, spices, and such. I heard using flour or sugar can cause giant powdery explosions. Maybe...
No, that probably wouldn't work outdoors.
Subaru!
Some cloth. Maybe if I use it to hide myself, I can sneak through. Maybe not. Besides, these are all too flashy. They'd actually make me stand out more.
Some apples are stacked over here, but I'm not hungry, so I don't really have a use for them right now. More importantly, how do I get through here? I might just have to rely on luck and try to get through by force.
Rem will be your opponent.
There's no other places for me to check. Play me a song, you're the Apple Man.
Subaru, it's dangerous for you to be so close. Please step away from Rem.
You won't escape now that we're here! What's this? You should not get in the way of the diligent ones!
All right, reinforcements! Can we turn the battle in our favor now?
Oh! Oh!
What's going on?
No! My Nendoroids!
What's with this guy? He took out 4 guards just like that.
There's nothing for me to check. Oh!
I'm glad.
There's blood.
I see. How very interesting. Perhaps
The heck is this guy talking about? I need to get past him as soon as possible to get to Amelia.
But I can't handle him by myself. I need to figure something out.
I'm sorry, Subaru. I do not understand what this is for.
I'm telling you to...
Subaru! Rem will stop him!
Oh, she gonna die.
Rem, wait! Stop! He still has a trick up his sleeve. He uses something invisible to attack with. Don't get too close. Keep your distance and watch out.
Understood. Rem will stand back and observe.
My brain
Subaru, your orders! I will do as you say!
And then I just use...
Rem, he has the power to attack with something invisible.
I see. But if we do not do something...
You are quite diligent to notice my ability. And yet, if you cannot see it, there is nothing you can do.
So long as I am aware of it, I should be able to overcome it.
Rem, he's trying to take your tendies! What?
Subaru, now is your chance!
Got it, Rem!
Keep running, Subaru!
Wow, it was that easy.
I can't just leave you here, damn it!
Pay me no mind, Subaru. Rem is worried about Miss Amelia as well. Please, just please leave.
What? I can't just leave you, Rem.
Sorry, that's my stomach.
What are you saying? What? I have not finished with you!
Hell, Yama!
Ice!
I will not let you harm
Thanks, May.
Subaru!
Begone! 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 You nuisance!
Subaru, hurry!
But I can't just leave you, Rem.
I will follow after you from another route. So please go!
Damn it! With this wall here, Rem won't be able to come.
Why is it
anyway.
so loud?
Subaru!
Right, fine. I'll go, and I'll be waiting for you. When we see Amelia, we'll all be together.
Yes, of course. Together.
I like that smile, though. That's a mischievous smile.
Promise me, Rem! I'll never forgive you if you break it!
There's gotta be... Hold on. We're gonna adjust that.
How's this? How's this?
I promise! So please go! And don't look back! Keep going. Subaru.
Bad vape. Bad vape. Thanks to Rem's help, we managed to shake off Betelgeuse. But the price to do so is great. Rem and I get separated, and I notice that witch cultists have overrun the entire town as I run as hard as I can.
Rem, please be alive!
I mutter this like a prayer, my legs drawing me ever closer to the royal castle. Part of it is to escape from the clutches of the witch cult, but also...
Amelia should be this way.
It's a baseless assumption, but it gradually creeps up on me. The witch cult is targeting Amelia. Since Betelgeuse commands the cultists, They're sure to have found out her whereabouts by now. I can try to rationalize my thought process, but to me, right now, it was pointless. I just want to see Amelia, to meet up with her, and to find Rem, too. That's all I want. The sky is orange as I approach the castle. But under that orange sky was a miserable scene, with the scent of blood and ash spreading all around me. There were corpses. One after another, I saw corpses upon corpses. I think I saw a lifetime's worth of corpses. Do people even see this much death in one lifetime? How many people died? The world was so cruel. It made me think everyone in the royal capital had died. But in a world where death runs rampant, only the royal castle is filled with affable casualties. Because snow, cold white snow, covers the husks of death underneath. Death here is placid. Everything shrouded in ice. No diversity among friend or foe, good or bad. All is frozen still in white. I've heard that freezing to death is akin to falling asleep. That means everyone here must have died peacefully. Such salvation, however small, would be plenty to ease the mind, considering how plentiful the death is that spreads out before me. A shallow stutter leaks out of my mouth, and I realize I'm smiling. I don't know why I laughed just now. After running so hard, my body is hot, yet I don't sweat. The air is cold and intense, battering against my bare skin. My tears freeze as they reach my cheeks. Why? I must have been crying. I was powerless. I couldn't change anything. I felt it in my core. How pitiful I was. That's why.
You're too late.
Behind me, the royal castle crumbles with a thundering sound. But I don't turn to look. My body can't move anymore. Am I standing? Or am I sitting? I can't tell. I'm really useless now. I know this is the end. Much like everything else that ended here, I too will end. This cold and freezing death will embrace me and end me.
Sleep along with my daughter.
A heavy voice roars from above, but I can't look up. I can't do anything. Slowly, my consciousness fades. In the very end, my lips break off, crumbling away along with my mutterings. My final. Jesus. All right, Kitsy. I assume we're about to go into another loop. How long does it take to get back to this point and reach the cutscene that happens after it? Would this be a good cutoff point? Or are we looking at like another hour and a half of cutscenes? Cutoff point? All right.
I'll record this.
All right. Early night, you guys. I know, but that's just reason to tune in. That's more reason to tune in on Friday. This is a good point to leave off. We'll come back on Friday. You guys will be hyped. We'll be excited. We were up until 2:30 last night. Like, just because I have a track record of going until 11 p.m. does not mean we always need to go until 11 p.m. It's not mandatory. Also, because most days that I'm up late, I don't have to do anything until like 10 in the morning. Like, my first session's not until 10. Tomorrow, I have a dental appointment at 8 o'clock, which means I have to be up at 7:30. So... Who can we show love to? I have a couple people in mind. Would you guys like to raid Kyle Bear, truly a Vaporeon, or Michelle? Nuts. Tell you what, we'll hold a poll. I'm just singing random notes 'cause I'm bored. First of all, we didn't end up seeing another prediction thing, so delete. Everyone gets their points back. Let's see, what are they playing? Here you go. Dude, the anime, I swear to God this isn't bias, Haseo. The anime is one of the tops of the decade. You need to watch the anime. Please trust me. You can watch all of Season 1 for free on Crunchyroll right now. You don't even need an account. You can watch it without logging in. All right. She didn't stop, did she? Oh, okay. There we go. Raid. There we go. Cool. All right, raid phrase. There's your raid phrase. And if you want to show some real love, even though she won't hear you, actually say it to yourself as you're raiding. Vaporeon! I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow, Multiplayer Mondays, Among Us proximity chat with Haunting and Panda Pack. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, join the Discord and check out Among Us pinned messages. We have a Panda Pack. You can play with Panda as your pet. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Give some love to Vap. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for Among. Haunting is going to be so fucking fun, whether you're playing or not. It's going to be amazing. Check you guys next time. Let's raid.